NCN Sports is presented by Currency. Need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com today. Faith Regional Health Services. When you need exemplary care, have faith. And by Teammates Mentoring. Join the team, be a mentor. Visit teammates.org today.
A blustery midday in Wayne, America. The setting for the final game of the regular season. Hello, everyone. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay, and this is Wayne State Wildcat football on News Channel Nebraska. Our Nebraska Public Power District matchup features the Wayne State Wildcats playing host to the Golden Bears of Concordia St Paul. Lou, this is a game that Wayne State fans had hoped would have a bit higher stakes at this point, but a three-game losing streak has the Wildcats out of postseason contention. But the final game for 16 seniors on this roster and a chance to build some good vibes for an up-and-coming program in the Northern Sun Conference as they get ready for next season.
Yeah, I think, what happened this year was unfortunate for this team because you really felt like they had a chance for that really breakout season. But that happens in programs that are trying to build themselves into that more of an elite status. Sometimes you have some setbacks. But I think overall this program's in good shape. The sad thing today is you look at the names that are going to be leaving this year. I mean, there's several seniors that we have called their name multiple times. And certainly, quarterback Nick Bone stands out. Guys like Jet Jansen stand out. Dexter Larson at linebacker. Those are just a few names of seniors that we've called. But, boy, if you get a win today, you just kind of end the season. You're disappointed, but you go off the offseason feeling a little bit better about things. And the other thing is when you look at the youth movement, there's some really good young players. I think this program's in good shape.
Wayne State 6-4 on the year following a tough 28-21 loss to Northern State at home last week, a game you saw right here on News Channel Nebraska. And Lou, you talked about it, the key player for Wayne State. He is likely going to go over the 10,000 total yards mark today. Very likely will eclipse Zach Osborne for second in school history in total yards. Nick Bowen will one day find himself in the Hall of Fame at this school, but today we get to see him play quarterback one more time.
Yeah, we'll see Nick Bowen again when he's accepting that Hall of Fame certificate, but we do get to see him play one more time. He's kind of the gunslinger, the Brett Favre of Division II. I mean, he makes plays. He makes plays with his feet. He's a fantastic passer. And just a leader on this team. He's been so much fun to watch. That's the sad thing about athletics is everybody's time comes to an end. Nick Bone's last game is Wayne State. He'll be very important, obviously, today as he always is against Concordia St Paul. 7th
in the conference in total offense per game. 8th in passing yards. 2nd on the team in rushing. 19 passing touchdowns to 8 interceptions. Meanwhile, Concordia St Paul coming into this one's been a tough year for the Golden Bears. They are 2-8. And currently mired in a 5-game losing streak. And in a conference that features so many dual-threat running backs, dual-threat quarterbacks that do things with their legs, or a lot of running back by committee type teams, Concordia St. Paul has got an old-school workhorse running back, the leading rusher in the conference by far in Jalen Richardson.
Well, you see a lot of schools that like to use several running backs. There's two trains of thought, you want to get fresh guys, or do you want to get one guy that gets into a rhythm? Jalen Richardson's that guy. He's the guy you want to give the ball to a lot. 231 carries on the year for 1,137 yards, almost 5 yards a carry and 13 touchdowns. That 1,137 yards leads this conference in rushing. He is a dynamic player. And, your teams that beat Wayne State a lot of times are teams that control that time of possession and have that ground game that keeps Wayne State's offense watching the game. I think that's the key today for Concordia St. Paul. Can Richardson have a big game? Last week that running game was shut down by Minnesota Duluth, and certainly what Wayne State wants to do today.
Let's take a look at our school spotlight, which is presented by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? All you need is Currency. Visit gocurrency.com. This is the 24th meeting all-time for Wayne State and Concordia St. Paul. Wayne State has won 12. CSP's won 11. Wayne State has won 6 of the last 8 matchups, including a 56-21 victory over Concordia St Paul last year. They had over 500 yards of offense in that game. It's been a tough go for Concordia St Paul of late for Coach Shannon Currier. In his 8th year with his second stint, he was the coach for 5 years, left and coached at Truman State for a while, and now he's back, winning as coach in Concordia St Paul history. But last year, 3-8. This year, unless they can pull off an upset on the road, 2-9. Been kind of tough sledding for the Golden Bears the last couple of years.
Yeah, it has not gone the way they've wanted it to, and yeah, it's difficult. I think it's going to be difficult for them to come in. You got to feel like Wayne State is charged up for this game. They're disappointed, but I don't get the sense that this team is downtrodden. I think this team wants to win this game, wants to end the season on a high note. It's always difficult to win on the road, and it's really difficult when you've got a bunch of seniors that want to go out as victors one more time.
These two teams are actually pretty similar offensively as we take a look at our starting lineups brought to you by Medica. In terms of yardage, here's the Concordia St. Paul defense. Good linebacking core, Richard Wauer, the junior, Braden Hilgam, the senior, the team's leading tacklers for Concordia St. Paul. Meanwhile, on offense, Jackson Compton, the sophomore we talked about, Richardson, Drew Enke, a pretty good wide receiver for them as well. One of quite a few Northern Iowa transfers on this roster. Wayne State defensively, a lot of really good players. Dexter Larson, the team's leading tackler. And how about Carter Sitzman leading the conference in tackles for loss and second in the conference in sacks? He has been a nightmare for opposing offensive lines. And, of course, we talk about Nick Bone. Boy, Latravius Boyd, this is kind of a what could have been year for him. Missed basically 4 games due to injury. Still among the leaders on offense. Jaden Johnson and Ashton Schmaderer playing their final games as wide receivers for Wayne State today. Opening kickoff coming up. It's the Egg Bowl. Wayne State, Concordia St. Paul. You're watching Wayne State football on News Channel Nebraska.
Diabetes is a health condition often treated by a primary care physician, but some special care could be needed from an endocrinologist. Let's meet one with Faith Regional. Joined now by Dr. Caitlin Brow, an endocrinologist with Faith Regional Physician Services. Our topic right now is diabetes, and that's a common term that people know, but they might not know exactly what it is. What is diabetes and what are the symptoms?
So diabetes is essentially high blood sugar. And it's high blood sugar either from a lack of insulin that's made by a gland in the body called the pancreas, or the inability of that insulin to work at other glands and organs in the body, or insulin resistance.
Now this can happen at different points in life, and that can be a different type of diabetes. What are the main different types?
Type 1 diabetes is where the pancreas doesn't make enough insulin or doesn't make any insulin at all. And so treatment of type 1 diabetes is actually insulin. And actually that can happen anytime during our lifetime. It's kind of a misnomer. We think about type 1 diabetes being more of a juvenile diagnosis, but it can happen at any time in life. So type 2 diabetes is when the body makes insulin, but that insulin has trouble working at other glands and target organs, so that's called insulin resistance. And so we actually are more apt to develop that when we are overweight. It can go along with high blood pressure, high cholesterol. It can run in families more so. A third type of diabetes that we don't often think about is gestational diabetes, and this is higher blood sugar during pregnancy. Interestingly, having gestational diabetes can put you at risk for development of type 2 diabetes in the future.
What symptoms should someone be looking out for and possibly get looked at?
Some common symptoms of higher blood sugar include increased thirst or increased urination. Sometimes you can have blurry vision, or poor wound healing. Those are all symptoms of potentially having some higher blood sugar.
Well, Dr. Brow, thanks so much for sharing your knowledge.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
It's Egg Bowl Saturday in Wayne, America. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay. Lou, did you bring your hard-boiled eggs?
I had some scrambled eggs for breakfast.
Perfect.
If that works.
That's all you need. The Egg Bowl, for those, it's a tradition, 35th year of the Egg Bowl here in Wayne State. They do it normally toward the end of the year. It's actually a partnership with Michael Foods out of Wakefield. They raise a lot of money. They help raise scholarship money with today's game. And there are MVPs both on both sides of the ball. They get trophies. Kind of a fun tradition here at Wayne State. This is a game. These are the kinds of games, Lou, that I think can be a lot of fun. You got two teams with nothing to lose.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see two teams throw caution to the wind a little bit, and they're going to have to throw a lot of caution if they're throwing it in the wind today, because that wind is strong, and it is blowing basically into the face of Concordia St. Paul as they take the field here in Wayne today.
Yeah, it's blowing very hard out of the south. 20 to 30 mile an hour winds expected throughout this ball game, with gusts higher than that. I tell you what, I went downstairs down to the field. I opened the door out of the press box, and I thought it was going to throw me over the balcony. This wind was so strong. So, yeah, you're throwing into the wind today. You might catch your own pass.
Boston Hensley will kick it away for Wayne State. They won the toss and deferred. They wanted the wind. They'll have it in the first and fourth quarters, which will be key on a day like today. Concordia St. Paul sending back deep to return Jalen Washington, 175-pound junior, who probably could have stayed on the bench. I will be shocked if this stays in the field of play. And we are underway. Final Wayne State broadcast of the season here on News Channel Nebraska. And it'll be Concordia St. Paul starting at the 25-yard line. Ranking 11th in the conference in scoring offense. But 300 yards per game, Lou, that's honestly not that far behind Wayne State.
Right.
The difference is Wayne State has had a lot of short fields. They're second in the conference in turnover ratio. Concordia St. Paul has just struggled to sustain an offense this year.
Yeah, and that's what Wayne State wants to do, is keep Concordia St. Paul in some bad situations, bad field position, force them to, like right now, go 75 yards to score.
The sophomore Jackson Compton at quarterback handing off. We will see, no doubt, a lot of Jalen Richardson today. The Northern Iowa transfer gets 4 on first down.
Yeah, he's averaging more than 20 carries a game, so you're going to see him carry the ball a lot. That's one thing with this Wayne State defense. They've been pretty good overall, defensively this year. You've had some really good teams that have had some success. But that front line is pretty good, and you expect them to control this run game for the most part.
Second down and 6. The ball blew away from the center. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, the wind is crazy today.
Might really ground the passing attack. I think poor Jackson Compton's going to have a tough go of it here in this first quarter. They will keep it on the ground. This might favor CSP a little bit, although not on this play. Gang tackled by Wayne State for no gain. It'll be third down. Leading the charge for the Wildcats there, James Frank, the sophomore Lincoln Pius, the 10th grad, and it's third down.
Yeah, that's a big play, because now you force Concordia St. Paul to be come out of their comfort zone a little bit. They're going to force them to throw the ball, but not only throw the ball, but throw the ball into that stiff wind. So you figure these opportunities, we'll see if they pressure the quarterback here, if they're just going to sit back and maybe more of a zone type defense. But that's one thing Wayne State's done well this year, is get after the quarterback.
Concordia St. Paul only converting about a third of their third downs this season. They go to the air here, and it's Redwell, nothing doing. Great play defensively by Wayne State's Braden Cheney, the sophomore out of Gretna. It was a solid catch to Drew Enke, the team's leading receiver, but he only gets 2, and now Concordia St. Paul has got a punt into this wind.
You did exactly what you wanted to do. You've got the kickoff through the end zone, so they started the 25. You go 3 and out, and you see where you're standing here to catch the punt, about the 43-yard line. You're not expecting a boom against this punt. You got to keep it low, too. You get it up in the wind, it's going to come back at you.
This is 6'6", 250-pound punter. Parker Dolman, second in net punting. Yeah, he kept it low. It wasn't pretty, but it's going to get the job done.
Nope.
Takes a CSP roll across the 35, down to the 33-yard line. So a 36-yard punt, no return, Lou. This is a matchup between the two best punters in terms of net punting yards in the conference, with Parker Dolman for Concordia St. Paul, and of course Wayne State's punter/wide receiver in Trevor Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall has been a great kicker for this program. Both those kickers, too, not only they lead in the league in the punting averages, but they're athletes, obviously. Marshall plays wide receiver. He's 6'2", 225. He's not a small guy himself.
All right, so here's Nick Bowen leading the offense, and it's the freshman, Knox off the right side. Boy, has he been a revelation this year. Dawson Forgey is still hurt. They missed Latravius Boyd for a few games, and the freshman out of Kissimmee, Florida, has stepped up in a big way. It'll be 2nd and 3 after that gain of 7.
Yeah, that first game after the injury, over 100 yards. You also have Brennan Hayes, who you'll see, is another freshman. He'll be number 43 when he enters the game. Both of those guys have filled in that role very, very nicely for Forgey and for Boyd when they've been hurt.
Knox again to the right side. Tries to bounce to the edge.
Ooh.
Stopped in the backfield. That's a nice play defensively by Concordia. McKinley Eglund Young, the senior out of San Diego, California, makes the stop. It'll be 3rd down and 3. You know, Lou, the thing you mentioned, all those running backs we just mentioned, they're all back next year.
Yeah.
There's going to be some decisions that need to be made about the depth chart of this running back core next season.
Yeah, very talented group coming back. That hit, he was had a defender around his legs, got hit high. That you worry about an ankle injury when that happens, but obviously okay after that hit.
Bone to the air for the first time. Over the middle, caught. That's 1st down yardage across the 45 to about the 48-yard line. So Wayne State moves the sticks for the first time today. And Nick Bone adds more to his tally again. Needed just 41 yards coming into today to eclipse 10,000 total yards for his career. Only Zach Osborne and Silas Fluellen can say that, two legends here on campus.
Yeah, I remember Fluellen playing back in the day.
So 1st and 10 now from the 49-yard line for Wayne State. Back to the ground, back to Knox, up the middle, huge hole. Knox, a little workhorse for Wayne State so far. They're using the freshman as the single setback, gets 9 on 1st down.
Yeah, right between Graham and Waschenberger, between the guard and the center there. A nice hole, and Knox explodes through that.
That pass, by the way, that Wayne State had was complete to Kendrick Watkins-Hogue, who is the one receiver that's going to be back of the ones you see a lot of. Jaden Johnson, Ashton Schmaderer, both playing their final games today.
Yeah, Watkins-Hogue will be a great place to start next year at that receiver spot.
2nd and short. Wayne State thinking big, looking sideline incomplete. They wanted to get it to Johnson, but off the mark, it'll be 3rd and short.
Yeah, take a chance there, 3rd down and a yard to go. Try to get something through the air. We'll see if they use this wind. Sometimes that wind can help you on a deep pass. Sometimes it hurts you because if that wind gusts, it can blow it away from your receiver. It's difficult throwing with the wind at your back, too. It's just harder when it's in your face.
3rd and short in Concordia St. Paul territory. Watkins Hogan motion, screen pass out of the backfield. That's a 1st down. Nifty little play there. The pass complete to another one of the true freshmen. That's Brennan Hayes, Lou, the other freshman you talked about out of Creston, Iowa, making the play out of the backfield and moving the sticks.
Yeah, you got to be excited about these two freshmen. They have really played well. You know, you had a guy like Knox that's gone over 100 yards, but Hayes has kind of been the big play guy that's exploded for some long runs. Both those guys, very, very talented.
Hayes out of the backfield for the reception. They're just his 2nd reception this season. Now Bone to the air again. With time, good blocking into the zone. Caught by Johnson right at the sticks. Looks like they'll mark him just shy. 2nd and short coming up here in our 1st quarter, which is brought to you by Yankton Medical Clinic Norfolk, where they're building a Norfolk legacy. One patient at a time, one generation at a time. From family practice to expert specialists, they're here for you today and every day.
See, didn't that last pass, didn't Bone look like Brett Favre rolling and throwing?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's who he makes me think of.
That form when he throws on the run, it is quite reminiscent. They'll hand off on second and short. Knox has first down yardage, still going, and across the 25-yard line. Impressive opening drive for Wayne State continues with their third first down already.
Yeah, you would love to put some points on the board here early. You know, you got a Concordia St Paul team that's only won 2 games all year. You want to remove any doubt if you can. If you let teams like that stick around, that's when they gain that confidence. You get on them early and get that doubt brewing in their minds. You have a great chance to be very, very successful.
First and 10 from the Concordia St Paul 22. Wayne State trying to strike first. Bone will keep it on the draw play. Up the middle's got a hole. Bone inside the 15. Nick Bone, the second leading rusher on this team, gets first down yardage down to the 11. The Wildcats looking good early on.
I'm convinced that you could put Nick Bone at running back at most schools. I mean, he's such a good quarterback, but look at his ability to run. Great blocking up in front of him. Nobody touched him for about 8 yards. But he is a guy, he's a tough guy. He's a good runner. He's very durable. He could play running back at just about any school.
Makai Campbell made the stop. Now first and 10. Here's Watkins Hogue on a sweep. Read pretty well by Concordia St. Paul. Minimal gain of a couple. Eglund Young finishes it off. Makai Campbell made the initial contact. It'll be second down about 8 now inside the 10. Watkins Hogue has been used sparingly in the running game. That's officially his second carry of the year. They have sometimes run that sweep where they flip it forward, which is technically a pass. Now second and 8. They fake to Watkins Hogue. Bone flushed. Pumps. Gets the edge. Nice play defensively to keep him from getting outside. That was Braden Hilgeman, the senior Northern Iowa transfer by way of Minnesota. And it's third and 8.
Now, Hilgeman did a good job not biting on that pump fake. He was zeroed in on Bone, made the tackle. That's a big-time tackle. We'll see if Wayne State can do something here. Third down and 7. You're very obviously in field goal range. You want to put points on the board. You'd love a touchdown.
Hilgeman, the second leading tackler for the Golden Bears coming into today. On third and 7, it's Bone. To the air. Doesn't have anybody open. Freelancing. Now firing late over the middle. Almost intercepted. He had Knox. He just was too tall on the pass. And that one hit Caden Bartz, the linebacker, in the hands. And now Wayne State will have to kick.
Yeah, nearly an interception. We just kind of alluded to his appearance of Brett Favre. That was kind of a Brett Favre throw there, too. Kind of a dangerous pass, and it could have been a touchdown. You're right, it sailed on him. A real good opportunity here, however, to get 3.
Our replay brought to you by Madison County Bank. Here to help you grow. 25-yard field goal is up, and it is good. So 6:37 to go first quarter. Wayne State strikes first. It's 3-0 Wildcats. You're watching Wayne State football on News Channel Nebraska.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people, you know, we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast for the night.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
13-play, 59-yard drive takes 6 minutes, 7 seconds off the clock. Capped off with a 25-yard field goal by Boston Hensley, who is perfect on the year. 5 for 5 in field goals, and Wayne State leads Concordia St. Paul in the season finale 3-0 alongside Lou Siefker. I'm Eric McKay. Now Hensley kicking away. Well into the end zone. Whoever is kicking toward that end of the field, the return team might as well not send anyone back.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, you don't get it to the end zone with this win, then you didn't kick it very well.
So Concordia St. Paul, a 3-and-out their last possession, and if you're the Golden Bear defense, you're sure hoping the offense is able to move the sticks at least a couple of times here after that sustained drive that Wayne State just had.
Yes, Concordia St. Paul last week against Minnesota Duluth only had 149 yards of total offense. You know, and the Bulldogs, a lot like Wayne State, both teams were thought to be contenders for the championship. Both teams 6-4 right now on the year.
Timeout called. We will take one as well. Concordia St. Paul wants to talk things over. It's 3-0 Wayne State. This is News Channel Nebraska.
At home or on the range, AGI Sentinel's buildings protect crops and valuable assets from harsh weather conditions. Don't risk losing your hard-earned assets to seasonal elements when AGI Sentinel pre-engineered all-steel buildings are the simple and sturdy solution that provide maximum protection for a minimum cost. For free estimates, talk to Scott, Kenny, or Luke about your AGI Sentinel building. Call 402-748-3551 today or go to ashoffconstruction.com.
All right, out of the timeout, 1st and 10, Concordia St. Paul from the 25-yard line alongside Lou Siefker. Eric McKay. Richardson folded up at the 28-yard line. No surprise at all to see Dexter Larson in the mix. The senior, former Blair Bear, has really stepped up. You know, we talk about senior day today. One of those seniors, Alex Kowalczyk, who basically has missed 2 years because of injury, a preseason All-American. But Dexter Larson has really stepped up and been that leader in his stead. He has been fantastic for the Wildcats this year.
Yeah, Kowalczyk missed all of last year and then has missed most of this year with a bicep injury. That is too bad because he's fantastic.
Now Richardson trying to find room to the left side. Shakes off a tackle just shy of first down yardage. Richardson, the only running back over 1,000 yards in the Northern Sun Conference coming into today. Gets 5 there. It'll be 3rd and a yard.
Yeah, that was a tough run there. Sets up a 3rd down and short. This is where the Golden Bears want to be. They don't like those 3rd and 7s. They like these 3rd and 1s, as most teams do.
Wayne State's defense has held opposing teams to just 32% on 3rd down this season. That's about what Concordia St. Paul has averaged. They go Wildcat with Richardson trying to get to the edge. Oh, what a play in the backfield. Tripped up by Jacob Bird, the Bishop O'Gorman grad out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, making the play. It's a loss of 4.
Yeah, watch Bird shoot through here from that strong safety spot if we get a chance to see it. And he was falling down. It didn't look like he was going to get a shot at him, and he just lunged out there, got him around the ankles, tripped him up. Great play, and that's, again, what you wanted to do. Make these guys punt against that ferocious wind.
So Dahlman, 36-yard punt his first time. Little rugby-style kick this time, keeping it low. It checks up, takes kind of a sideways bounce, but a good kick in these conditions across the 30 to the 27-yard line. That's a 43-yard punt. No return. Boy, you'd take a 43-yard punt in the teeth of this 20-mile-an-hour wind every time.
Any day of the week, absolutely. And one thing he did really well there, first of all, both kicks, they have been, he does those low kicks, but he also kind of extended that play, allowed coverage to get downfield. That's what you do with those rugby-style punts. The other thing is he's 6'6", 250. Who wants to tackle that guy, right?
Yeah. We were wondering before the game if it's even possible to get roughing the kicker on somebody that big. Little swing pass out of the backfield. That's Knox across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Boy, this is kind of gut check time early on for the CSP defense, though. 2 3-and-outs by the Golden Bear offense and a Wayne State offense that moved the ball pretty well last time out.
Yeah, if you're Wayne State, you'd love to put together a time-consuming drive here, end it in a touchdown, really wear that defense down as early as you can.
2nd down and 6. Handoff. Knox. CSP ready for it. In the backfield. Defensively, that's Elijah Ray. He's a redshirt freshman out of Racine, Wisconsin. Loss of 2. It's 3rd and 8.
Yeah, that was great penetration that time by the Golden Bears. Absolutely not able to get that play started due to that great penetration, and certainly Ray's ability to make that tackle.
So 3rd down and 8. Bone alone in the backfield. Pressure coming from the edge. Bone, oh, look out. That ball tipped out of Johnson's hands. That's a dangerous play.
Yeah.
And the Concordia St. Paul defense now gets a 3 and out on a pass that Johnson no doubt feels like he should have caught.
Yeah, I don't know if he would have gotten the first down. Ball just a little bit high, but yeah, those passes are dangerous. When that ball gets tipped up in the air like that, that's where you see a lot of picks. Wayne State fortunate that one didn't get picked off. And you see the difference where the punt is being fielded. That punt, the wind, it's much different going against the wind than it is with the wind.
Yeah, Trevor Marshall probably going for a PR here on this punt. Puts a pretty good boot into this one. Look at the wind take this.
Wow.
Oh, and it's going to bounce down the sideline. Inside the 10, just into the end zone for the touchback. That's a 71-yard punt. It's still net 51.
Yeah. That ball just trickled down the sidelines and then turned in. I don't think any of the Wayne State guys thought that was going to do that. It just turned into the field. They had a chance to down it, but it looked like it was going to go out of bounds.
That's like the ball you think is going to go fair or go foul in baseball and like bounces off a stone or something and stays fair. So net 51 yards, still flips the field. Concordia St. Paul's defense, though, does the job. Can their offense get something going? Compton out of the pistol. Richardson shimmying, gets a couple. Met in the hole there by Tyler LeClaire, another one of the linemen who stepped up big for them this year, the senior out of Bennington. Gain of 3, it'll be 2nd down.
Those great backs like Richardson, those guys, they're the guys that can make a move in a phone booth.
Yeah.
And for those of you out there, there used to be phones in booths, but that's a whole other story. You have to look that up. But he can make a move in the phone booth where, I mean, just nowhere to go, but yet he's able to sidestep a defender and make a play.
2nd down and 7 after the gain of 3. Richardson has been bottled up pretty well, 11 yards on 6 carries so far. To the air, looking for somewhere to go now, scrambling ahead is Compton out across the 25 to the 27, gets a solid gain. It'll be 3rd down and call it 2.
Well, Wayne State would love to get another 3 and out and force the Golden Bears to kick the ball against the wind one more time. I think maybe next time, if you can get them to punt the ball, maybe you put some pressure on that kicker because he's been able to use that rugby-style punt, and that's helped them where he's able to not only get coverage down the field, but able to keep that ball low.
So 3rd down, call it 3. Motion man is Drew Enke. Compton surveying with time. Deep, has a man, can't haul it in. Was trying to get it to his tight end, Russell Corrigan. Well covered. Corrigan, I think, landed on the ball. He's a little slow getting up.
Yeah.
And it'll be 4th down.
Corrigan almost came up with a heck of a catch, a one-handed catch. He had his hands on the football. Just, it's a very difficult catch. Watch him extend that hand and just not able to gather it in. And I think he just landed, might have knocked the wind out of himself a little bit.
Looks like he's okay, jogging off the field. Ashton Schmaderer back for Wayne State, so CSP no first downs in this first quarter.
See if the Wildcats put pressure on the punter this time.
Dahlman had a 43-yarder his last time. Wildcats bring a little pressure. That one bounced, I think, off a lineman.
Yeah, it did.
So partially blocked by their own lineman. It'll be down at the 49-yard line.
That's the danger of keeping that ball that low, is that you've got some big dudes in front of you.
Only a 24-yard punt. Take a look at this one. This is great work by our camera crew here.
Doink.
Oh, right off the lineman's head. Wow. Yeah, that unfortunately, that's just kind of a 2-8 season personified.
Yeah,
there.
yeah, good point.
So now Wayne State, best field position of the day, starting at midfield. Minute 22 to go, opening quarter. Pistol set for Bowen.
This is where Wayne State needs to make some hay. You've got great field position. Now's the time to extend this lead.
To the ground, Knox up the middle, across the 45, close to first down yardage. The freshman out of Florida. Gain of 9. It'll be second and short. This is the kind of down and distance you might see the Wildcats try for a big play here, Lou.
Yeah, you might do that here. Yeah, it's about a half a yard. 3/4 of a yard maybe, not quite a full yard.
So second and a yard. On play action, that's what they're doing. Thinking big, looking deep, a bit underthrown and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Johnson. Good one-on-one coverage deep by Josiah Abrams, and it'll be third and short.
Yeah, Abrams had good position on that, and the ball was short.
So third down and 1.
Yeah, 3rd and 1. You're in good. Almost looked like the spot changed from a moment ago, but it's a full yard now.
From the 41-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 split to the left. You've got Knox in the backfield with Bowen. Getting the call from offensive coordinator Colin Prosser. To the ground, Knox didn't get there.
Wow.
Great penetration by Concordia St. Paul. That's Braden Hilgeman, the team's leading tackler, making the stop. No gain. It's 4th and short.
Well, this is where this is your last game. You're not going to the playoffs.
Right.
I think you go for it
Sure.
here. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. 4th and short. Bowen in the pistol. Switching things up at the line. It's Knox up the middle, first down. Concordia St. Pressure kind of brought pressure from the edge, Lou, and Knox just followed the lineman for a gain of 4 and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, they were trying to get in the backfield quickly. Knox does a good job. That middle of that offensive line, well, that entire offensive line is very good, but they've been kind of targeting that area. Looks like a pulling guard there, but a first down for Wayne State.
And that takes us to the end of the first quarter. In the Egg Bowl, it's Wayne State 3, Concordia St. Paul nothing. You're watching Wayne State football on News Channel Nebraska.
Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone, see the trainer. From bracing to home health and rehab products, they provide the right solutions to keep you moving. Whether it's a chronic condition or sudden injury, their expert team will help you find the perfect fit. With a wide range of in-stock orthopedic, sports medicine, or rehabilitation products, See the Trainer is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Visit the professionals at See the Trainer in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
Three to nothing on our scoreboard, brought to you in part by Faith Regional Physician Services. When hard work hits you hard, have faith. Also by Currency. Does your business need help financing big-ticket items? Currency's here to help. Visit gocurrency.com for details. 3 to nothing, Wayne State with the lead, but Lou, the way their defense is playing, they probably feel like they should be up more.
Yeah, only giving up 17 yards in that first quarter. No first downs. Concordia St. Paul 0 for 3 on third down. So the defense playing very dominant football right now.
On first down, after the fourth down conversion, flipped out of the backfield to the check down man. That's the tight end, Trey Miller, the junior. Bishop Newman grad. I wonder if he was watching last night as his alma mater beat Battle Creek to advance to the Class C2 state championship game. Congrats to Bishop Newman.
Oh, man, I was going to watch that game.
Sorry, spoiler alert. You had it DVR'd. Officially no gain on the pass completion. So 2nd and 10. The other tight end, Dane Peterson, in motion. Bone on the keeper. Well, nice job to shake off the blocker there. It looked, Lou, like Bone was going to have a pretty good gain, but that's a nice play defensively by Ben Reel, the sophomore out of Muckwinego, Wisconsin. Bone gets about 4, but it felt like he was going to get more.
Yeah, that was set up well. This game is one of the things about football. A lot of times, it's just beat the man in front of you, and that's what happened there for Concordia St. Paul. Just a great defensive play.
3rd down and 6. Motioning all the receivers to the left, over the middle.
Nice.
Caught! Watkins Hogue staying on his feet inside the 10, 1st and goal, Wayne State.
Like that play. That was a nice play. Well set up and executed, and I think Nick Bone took a pretty good shot.
Well, we got a
pass.
flag down. An illegal shift called against Wayne State, so take it off the board. They had sent a motion man, Curtis Whitty, the freshman, out of Council Bluffs, Iowa, and the official said he was not set when the ball was snapped. So take the conversion off the board, and it's 3rd and 10.
That is too bad. I thought maybe there for a moment they were going to call a late hit or roughing the passer on Concordia St. Paul.
So 3rd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And a 1st down on the ground. How about that?
There you go.
You've talked about it, Lou. The young man, Brennan Hayes, has been getting big plays for them out of the backfield. He gets 13 there and a 1st down.
Yeah, Brennan Hayes from Creston, Iowa, the young freshman. Really nice-looking running back.
Limping a bit off the field. I think he took a shot in the hip on that tackle. But he's got Wayne State set up 1st and 10 now from the 21-yard line. Nick Bone getting the call from the sideline. Offensive coordinator Colin Prosser. Seems like his playbook gets deeper every week.
Yeah.
Akeem Knox not going to find much up the middle. No gain. That interior line of CSP doing the job. In there to finish off the play, number 13. That's Caden Bartz, a junior out of Fairmont, Minnesota. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, defensive line. You got Lucas Becker and Isley Cassidy. These guys are seniors for Concordia St. Paul, and they've come to play. They're fighting right now, and they're making it life difficult for the Wildcats thus far.
2nd down and 10. Bone to the air. Facing pressure. Needing somewhere to go, just throws it away. Good coverage downfield. The Concordia St. Paul secondary has done a pretty good job thus far hemming in those Wayne State receivers.
Yeah, I've been impressed with this defense. I think they pressure well. They've been good against the run, and as you just mentioned, they cover well. It has not been an easy go of it for Wayne State. Now you're looking down at 3rd down and 10, and kicking a field goal going into the south end zone is going to be very difficult. So we'll see if they don't pick it up here. We'll see if they're thinking 4 downs.
Coming into today, Concordia St. Paul 11th in the conference in scoring defense, but they've played well thus far. 3rd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again with Knox. He's got a huge hole, spins away from a tackler, but he's not going to get there. Down to about the 16-yard line. It's going to be 4th and about 5 for Wayne State.
That was Capri Wilson that made that tackle.
Well, looks like the field goal unit will be out there.
Yeah.
This is going to be about a 34-yarder that's going to feel like a probably 45-yarder.
Well, from the line of scrimmage, you had 17 yards roughly with the 10 yards in the end zone. So 7 yards from the line of scrimmage, 10 yards in the end zone, and then the wind, another 10 yards at least.
So Boston Hensley, perfect on the season. He'll try to stay that way. He's got enough leg. It is up, and it is good. He got it into the wind. So with 10:58 to go in the half, Wayne State extends their lead. It's 6-0. You're watching Wayne State football on News Channel Nebraska. 12-play, 33-yard drive. 5 minutes and 24 seconds taken off the clock and a 34-yard field goal. Boston Hensley now 6 of 6 on three-pointers this year. Wayne State, yards per play, not the greatest, but they're getting the job done, Lou, doing enough. And with the way their defense is playing, I mean, 6-0, you probably feel pretty good right now.
Yeah, exactly. With Concordia St. Paul, they've come to play, and you got to give them credit for that. And you hope if you're Wayne State that things start getting easier as you wear this defense down maybe a little bit, and certainly with their inability to move the ball, Concordia St. Paul still with no first downs here in the game.
Now this is tough. That kickoff into the wind, fielded at the 10-yard line. Good coverage downfield, though. Great hit at the 21-yard line. That's Tyler LeClaire making the play defensively. And Concordia St. Paul will have it 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line, still looking for their first down of the game.
And we'll see if they open up the offense at all here a little bit with the wind at their back.
Hey, folks, stick around. We've got our halftime presented by Insurance 365, the healthcare specialists you want to do business with. Also brought to you by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney. So Concordia St. Paul, just 17 yards of offense to this point. And Wayne State a basically 2-1 advantage in time of possession right now. On play action out of the backfield, well covered on the far side. That's a nice play by Marzion Cosby, the junior Northern Arizona transfer. Makes the play on the tight end. Corrigan out of the backfield. It'll be 2nd down and call it 7 after the gain of 3.
There's a lot of names in that secondary. You got a couple seniors in Jacob Bird and Gerald Fly that are seniors. Cosby feels like he's been here a while as well.
Yeah, he's been a starter for them for a while, the junior. He'll be back next year. Now 2nd down, back to the ground. Richardson, not much off the left side. He met Dexter Larson. You're not going to get away from that, especially when help comes from James Frank, the 240-pound sophomore out of Lincoln. Richardson still gets a couple. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, meeting Dexter Larson. It might be a nice thing outside of the
Sure,
football field.
yeah.
You don't want to run into him on the football field. Usually a bad experience when that happens.
I'm sure Dexter Larson is a lovely young man. They raise him right there in Blair, Nebraska. But, yeah, as a linebacker, not who you want to meet coming through the hole. 3rd down and 5, empty backfield for Compton. Quick hitter. Oh, what a play by Cosby. Does not get the, well, they gave him a pretty good spot. I think it's still going to be
short.
4th down.
Yep.
Gain of about 4 there, but boy, Cosby would not let him get away.
Yeah, he read, first of all, good coverage. He's right up on the guy. Then he read that perfectly, made the tackle. Now we'll see if Concordia St. Paul, we just talked about Wayne State going for it when they had the ball on Concordia St. Paul's side of the field. I think the Golden Bears are going to go for it here. They're, you're 2-8.
Yeah.
Why not? Let's just go for it. Throw caution to the very strong wind.
Well, they need a 1st down. I mean,
Badly.
they just got to move the sticks. 9 guys on the line. Oh, now everybody moving. Who jumped first?
Yeah, I think saw some offensive linemen moved, but I don't know.
I think they're signaling this is going to be on the defense of Wayne State. I think they drew the offense offside.
Defense, number 98. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
That's Caden Sutton, the junior out of Adel, Iowa, the Iowa State transfer. Our referee today is Chris Garris out of Council Bluffs, Iowa. So the first down of the game for Concordia St. Paul comes courtesy of a penalty.
Yeah, that drives the coach crazy too, because you're listening to the cadence. You're not watching the football. As a defensive lineman, you can't listen to the cadence. You got to watch for the snap of the football.
So to the 41-yard line goes Concordia St. Paul on 1st down. Play action, pressure. Compton gets away from the first rush, gets away from the second, but not the third. Finally finished off by Alex Shull, the senior out of Kearney. Boy, Compton did a nice job to keep that play alive, but just too much to handle, and it's 2nd and 12.
Yeah, Shull, another quality linebacker, ends up making the play. This is a Houdini move here. I don't know how he got out of that one. Breaks the second tackle. He's not going to get away from Shaw too many times. That's an excellent ankle tackle for the sack.
Alex Shaw getting the sack there. That's his first of the season. So 2nd and 12. Compton to the air. Has time. Looking deep. Over the top. Incomplete. I think the wind might have carried that one a bit. He was trying to get to Peter Udoybach, the Northern Iowa transfer. Coverage by Cosby, but no one was catching up to that.
That's what I was talking about earlier. We know it's hard to throw into the stiff wind, the wind that's blowing 30 miles an hour, but it's very difficult to put touch on the ball when you get it up in that wind stream, because that wind will take it about 10 yards farther than you're planning on throwing it.
So 3rd and 12. Concordia St. Paul 0 for 4 on 3rd down today. They send 3 receivers to the right, Udoybach, Enke, and Troy Ellison. Empty backfield. Over the middle, it is caught, but shy of the first down sticks. This will set up a 4th and short, though. I'll bet Concordia St. Paul goes for it again. That time Udoybach with his 2nd reception of the game.
And I'm going to go ahead and say that they are going to go for it, and
Probably.
I'm guessing that Wayne State is not going to fall for the hard count this time.
You would think.
You would hope not.
Compton 4 of 6 through the air, 19 yards. That 10-yard completion, his long of the day. 4th down and call it 2. CSP on the year, they've been pretty good on 4th down, 15 of 25 coming into today. They're converting 60% of their 4th downs this season. And now we got a timeout. Concordia St. Paul going to talk it over. We'll take a timeout as well. Big 4th down play coming up next. You're watching Wayne State football on News Channel Nebraska.
My name is Len Peterson, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there really is a difference. I think a big difference that Elkhorn Valley Bank offers customers is a quick turnaround in loan decision. We try to make a quick and accurate decision for our customers so they can get quick answers and run their businesses as smoothly as they can. A community banker builds a relationship, plain and simple. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com for details. And by The Carpet Shop in Norfolk, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years.
Fourth down and 2 for Concordia St. Paul. They've converted 1 4th down courtesy of a penalty. Can they convert a second and keep this drive going? Trying to get on the scoreboard. Offense has been a tough go for the Golden Bears so far. All kinds of receivers splitting out wide. They go with a quick hitter. Near side, that'll be 1st down yardage. They went with a quick screen to Jalen Washington, listed as a running back. He splits out wide and gets the 2 yards they needed for the 1st down.
I like the call to get the ball out in space and give him room to pick up that 1st down. So now 2 1st downs for Concordia St. Paul, and in Wayne State territory, you're only down 6-0.
Yeah.
You certainly could take the lead on this drive if things work out well for you.
Golden Bears in Wayne State territory for the first time today. From the 47-yard line. On play action, Compton out of the backfield. Oh, my, what a hit. That was the tight end, E.J. Stoffel, who was absolutely blasted. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. I think that was Sam Rawlis who made the hit. Might have hurt himself in the process.
Yeah, he's coming off the field right now holding that shoulder. That was a heck of a hit. My goodness.
Yeah, Rawlis, right arm down at his side, the junior out of Council Bluffs St. Albert High School. 2nd and 10.
Hope that's just a bit of a stinger there and not anything worse than that.
Richardson, haven't used him much this drive. He gets about 3 yards there. Got some extracurriculars after the play. It'll be 3rd down and about 7 now for the Golden Bears. Wayne State's done a nice job on Richardson. Just 16 yards on 8 carries today.
Yeah, this is a guy that averages almost 5 yards a carry, so if you can hold him down to 2, you know, you slow that running game down big time.
3rd and 7. Golden Bears 0 for 5 on 3rd down here in this first half. Compton, little screen pass for Richardson. Well covered from behind. That's the D lineman making the play. Big Carter Sitzman, we talked about it, the Lincoln Christian grad. No doubt an all-conference defensive lineman this year, makes a great play. And now, after all that, Concordia St. Paul will send the punt unit out.
Yeah, Sitzman 6'4", 260, but he plays more like a linebacker at times. He's got some athletic ability. He can get out and make plays. You saw it there, and that's a good time to get a stop here. You don't want the Golden Bears to get in some sort of a rhythm offensively. And we'll see if they're thinking fake here.
This will be the 4th punt if he kicks it for Parker Dahlman. He does put a leg into it. Bit of a high kick, angling toward the far sideline. Fair catch called for and made at the 7-yard line. So 38-yard punt, no return. Wayne State's got a whole lot of field turf in front of them with 4:06 to go here in this first half.
Yeah, it's been a battle of the defenses so far.
Really
I really like the way the Golden Bears have played, and certainly Wayne State's defense has done an excellent job in this first half. We'll see. Bad field position going against the wind. Not looking real good for the offense for Wayne State right here. You'd like to see some running game get going for the Wildcats on this drive.
Two teams have combined for just 139 yards of offense in this first half. There's a little bit more right there. It's Watkins-Hogue over the middle, fighting for extra yards out across the 20 to the 25-yard line. 18-yard slant route and a first down for Wayne State.
Yeah, Kendrick Watkins-Hogue. He's an excellent receiver. He was a player of the game for us earlier this year. A nice young man.
Watkins-Hogue coming into today, the leading receiver, had 44 receptions for over 600 yards, 7 touchdowns, one of the best in the conference. And he'll be back next year. Could be a star in the making. So 1st and 10 at the 25. Here's Knox diving into the pile. Pushing himself forward for about 3. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, like Wayne State, you can kind of see their thought process here a little bit. I think when they're running the ball, you're seeing a lot of physical runs at the heart of that defense.
Yeah.
Between the guard and the tackle, guard and the center. I think the idea is to hopefully wear them down as this game goes on a little bit. Just play physically, and you hope by 3rd, 4th quarter those short runs become much bigger runs.
2nd down and 6. They gave him 4 on that first down play. Bone does not have much. He's going to freelance a bit, able to scramble for first down yardage. Directed traffic, got the blockers where he needed. So Concordia St. Paul secondary doing the job, but that's the problem with a guy like Nick Bowen.
Yeah.
You just have to account for everything he can do, and that's nearly impossible.
You absolutely have to. You can make plays. You saw it there. You know, he said he didn't have much. A lot of times Nick Bone doesn't need much. He's able to make plays when there's not a whole lot there.
Gets 7, 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Back to Knox. Bounces to the outside. He's got room. Knox, as a flag comes in behind the play, Knox brought down about the 45-yard line.
It's usually an offensive penalty, probably a hold where that flag is thrown.
Holding. Offense, number 64. 10-yard penalty. Foul.
Chris Graham Jr., the Omaha Burke grad. I feel bad. Like, the only time we talk about those guys when they have penalties. This offensive line has done a really nice job
fantastic,
this year.
yeah. That's a great group. That's led by Jed Jansen, a 4-year starter in this program. He has been fantastic. Young man from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Next year, for the first time in like 10 years, there will not be a Jansen involved in athletics at Wayne State. Of course, his brother Jordan played basketball at Wayne State for what seemed like 3 years, or for 3 decades just about. And they'll take things down to the 2-minute timeout. 1st and call it 17 after the penalty. When we come back, this is Wayne State football on News Channel Nebraska.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, a eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Maybe some future Wayne State Wildcats in there. Getting a field's eye view of the action here. 2 minutes to go first half. The action's been all on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. Wayne State's defense has been dominant. Concordia St. Paul just has 40 yards of offense. The problem is Concordia St. Paul's defense playing perhaps their best game of the year to this point.
40 yards and 2 first downs. It's been rough sledding for the Golden Bears.
Over the middle, that's Watkins Hogue breaking the tackle. First down yardage. Boy, Lou, there's something they really see in that slant route. They like Watkins Hogue over the middle. Third time they've gone to him there.
Yep. It's been working. You find something that works. I think they like the matchup that brings against the corners or against the corners of the Golden Bears, and it's that slant route has worked very nicely for Wayne State.
At midfield, Wayne State, they have all 3 of their timeouts as well. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaking tackle, still going, getting out of bounds. Boy, how talented is this freshman Hayes?
Yeah.
It's a 7-yard gain there. And it'll be second and short. Well, they gave him 8 yards, so 2nd and 2 at the Concordia St. Paul 42-yard line.
Well, the freshmen have kind of done it since Boyd's injury. Boyd again not playing here this afternoon. So it's been Knox and Hayes, and they've both done a nice job.
2nd and 2. Clock stopped, minute 32 to go in the half. Knox. Good cut up the middle, finds first down yardage, and then some across the 35, fighting forward to the 30. Akeem Knox on pace for triple digits again today. A solid gain there and a first down for the Wildcats.
Well, you got 4 of the offensive line starters coming back. You got 2 really good freshmen. You may see a running attack that's pretty tough next year for Wayne State.
Wayne State will call timeout. We'll keep it here with a minute 17 to go in the half. Wildcats in business, moving the ball well. After that 11-yard gain by Akeem Knox, he's now got 60 yards on 14 carries. Wayne State 108 yards on the ground and 63 through the air. So the offense picking it up a little bit here in the latter stages of this second quarter.
I think you're starting to see what we talked about a moment ago. You're starting to see some of those short runs become longer runs. I think that's kind of the game plan, and is to be physical up front against the Golden Bears defense. They've been game in this first half as Concordia St. Paul, but I think they see something in that running game that they're hoping that in the second half you start maybe breaking some big ones, and that with those 2 freshman running backs, I would not doubt that to be the case.
We have not seen Latravius Boyd at all. He was listed as a starter today. He's been battling injuries off and on. In fact, we don't even see Latravius Boyd on the field with the team today, so he will not be available, it appears.
Yeah. You wonder, I mean, there's some sickness going around as well. I mean, you never know.
1st and 10 from the 30. Bowen has Watkins Hogue wide open. He's got first down yardage and more, still on his feet, sliding to the 18-yard line. Kendrick Watkins Hogue, what a first half for the redshirt sophomore.
Well, I think if you're Concordia St. Paul, the one thing you tell them is, see number 3, do not leave that guy wide open. That's a problem.
4 receptions, 59 yards today. First down. Back to the ground. Back to Hayes. Back to the hole inside the 5. First and goal.
Boy, he's got quick feet.
He really does. Brennan Hayes, the freshman out of Creston, making it happen. And now first and goal, Wayne State. Boy, what a boost it would be to get a touchdown here on a drive that started at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bowen out of the gun on 1st and goal from the 3. Knox up the middle, diving forward. No signal yet. Now there is. Down at the 1. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And a timeout. That's a smart timeout here with 24 seconds left.
Wayne State will still have 1 left, so you can go to the ground here on this 3rd down play if you want.
Yeah,
but
I think they will, too. I think they still have a timeout in their back pocket. I think you're going to see them power the ball toward the goal line.
Wayne State 126 yards on the ground in this first half, 5.5 yards per carry, and a lot of that average has really bumped up on this drive with the big plays that they've been getting from the freshmen Knox and Hayes. Those 2 freshmen are combined for 101 yards between them.
And Wayne State now over 200 yards on the first half, 201 to be exact. And again, it's been pretty tough offensively for Concordia St. Paul. They had a tough week last week against a good Minnesota Duluth team, and now only 40 yards in this first half. And as Wayne State defense definitely charged up to play in the Egg Bowl.
And this is a Concordia St. Paul team that scored just 14 total points in the last 2 weeks. At a 35-7 loss to Minnesota Duluth, a 28-7 loss to Augustana. They had a heartbreaker of a loss 3 weeks ago, losing at home by 1 to Northern State. And Wayne State knows a little thing about losing heartbreakers to Northern State as well. 2nd and goal from the 1. Bowen straight ahead, diving forward. Nothing yet.
You got to make a call here.
No
Clock's
call
ticking
yet.
away. No.
No, they're going to say he did not get in.
The clock is stopped. So, yeah, they're saying he didn't make it.
So Nick Bowen wondering what's going on. He thinks he got in. He thought for sure he made it in. The officials say no, it's going to be 3rd and goal from like the 1-inch line with 16 seconds to go. So Wayne State will have to burn their last time out here.
Yeah, that makes it dicey here if you're going to want to run the football because you don't have any timeouts. If you don't make it, the clock likely runs out on you.
And Nick Bowen wants an explanation. He says, look, this is my last game. Give me a touchdown. What a career Nick Bowen has had. It would be yet another touchdown in what has been just a lot in his career. Again, needed 41 total yards today. He is well past that to become the 3rd Wayne State Wildcat all time. In fact, he does have enough now where he has moved past Zach Osborne for 2nd on the all-time total yards list. He will not catch Silas Fluellen. He had over 13,000 total yards as a quarterback. He was a special player for Wayne State. So you will not see Nick Bowen catch that, but he has certainly etched his name into the record books here at Wayne State.
Yeah, absolutely. He has had a great career. And if nothing else, as a fan, he's a fun guy to watch. It's just a blast to watch him play. But he's been a winner here for this program as well. And we'll see what they do here with no timeouts left, and you're right there at the goal line. I think they're probably going to run the ball.
You got to get in. Oh, he
fumble.
dropped the ball. The ball didn't get snapped cleanly. I think Concordia St. Paul might have it.
Yeah, that was a fumble.
It was a bad snap. Well, what's the signal? Who got the ball at the bottom of the pile?
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot to sort out here. Wayne State's saying they recovered it in the end zone.
And Concordia St. Paul is trying to get the clock to run.
There's a lot of politicking going on right now.
Well,
the ball was fumbled. It's just a matter of what happened at the bottom of that pile, and I don't think anybody knows for that for sure.
Yeah, there was not a clean catch on the snap. I think it's going to be
well, let's see what he says here.
We're at the mercy of the officials here. Let's see.
The ruling on the field is a fumble, which was recovered by Wayne State in the end zone. Therefore, it's a touchdown.
Oh.
Hey, there you go.
There you go.
Well, now the poor statisticians have to figure out who recovered that fumble
Yeah,
so we
good
know
luck.
who to credit that touchdown to.
Good luck.
Let's see if we can figure this one out. All right. So they sent Johnson in motion. This was a little tush-push play, Lou.
Yep.
The ball never made it to Bone, and somebody on the bottom of that pile recovered it in the end zone.
Attempt the extra point.
Can you credit a touchdown to an entire team?
Yeah, you may have to, because I'm not sure you're
They're
ever going to find out.
crediting it to Kendrick Watkins-Hogue.
Yeah, it came in on the right side of the screen. He dove in there, and I think he's got the football.
He was the one who ran out of the pile with the ball.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
yep.
Kendrick Watkins-Hogue somehow from his wide receiver spot dives into that scrum and got the ball. The extra point, by the way, was up and good.
That's a headsy play, though. I mean, you never stop playing. That ball can squirt out of there.
Oh, we haven't kicked the extra point yet. My apologies. Timeout was called on the extra point. We were so engrossed in trying to figure out what on earth happened on that play. So, Kendrick Watkins-Hogue gets just like they drew it up, right?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to drop the ball in the end zone. Kendrick, you're going to run in from the side and just somehow sneak underneath everybody.
It's just the most complicated fumble-rooski I've ever seen.
All kinds of lines drawn on a whiteboard somewhere. So Nick Bowen does not get the touchdown, by the way. He's got 54 career passing touchdowns and 27 career rushing touchdowns coming into today. He does not add to that total. He will hold for this extra point. Which is up and good. Well,
that's a great drive for
Yeah.
Wayne State. As you mentioned, that was, what, a 93-yard touchdown drive?
Yeah, 93 yards. That has got to feel like a backbreaker. If you're Concordia St. Paul, they go 12 plays, 93 yards in 3 minutes and 58 seconds and get one of those bonkers touchdowns you're ever going to see.
Yeah, Wayne State, the first quarter, had 74 yards of offense total. And then that drive alone was 75. So that's an absolute, as you mentioned, a backbreaker for Concordia St. Paul and a big boost, I think, for Wayne State to be able to do that. They were struggling there for a while, moving the ball against the Golden Bears. But that touchdown drive, certainly, as we head into the locker room, only 8 seconds to go before halftime, will be a big bonus for Wayne State.
Now, if you're the Golden Bears, no reason to panic. All that said, you're getting outgained 202 to 40. You've only got 2 first downs, only down 13, and they're getting the ball to start the second half. So they're a couple of good halftime adjustments away from being right back in this thing. The problem is Wayne State's defense has been as good as we've seen them this season.
Yeah, they've got to get the offense going, does Concordia St. Paul, to have any chance to come back in this game. But you're right. You're down 13. You're not down 30. You're down 13. This certainly a long way to go, 2 quarters to be exact, before this one's decided.
So Hensley will kick it away. Little squib kick, probably a good idea in this wind. Fielded on a couple of hops at the 23. Oh, ball's out! Wayne State's got it! The ball was fumbled, and I believe Wayne State's got it at the 31-yard line with 3 seconds to go. They do indeed.
Now, do you try a long field goal against the wind? That's the good news is you've got the football up to turnover. The bad news, you don't have any time to do anything with it.
Fumble forced, I believe, by Clyde Hinton. It was LeClaire who came up with it. It was one of the upbacks, I think McKinley Egland Young.
Yeah, that was Hinton.
Hinton knocks it out. LeClaire comes up with it. So Wayne State from here, it would be about a 48-yard field goal into the wind. It looks like they're sending the offense out.
Yeah, that would be a tough field goal against this wind.
I mean, you're talking a 20-mile-an-hour wind into their face. That'd feel like a 65-yarder. So let's see what they do. They'll go for it. Why not? Bone, look out, going to be forced to scramble. He's going to be brought down for the sack, and that will end the first half. Nice play defensively by Isley Cassidy, the senior out of Oakland, California. But outside of that, everything coming up Wayne State in this year's Egg Bowl as we head to the break. Wayne State 13, Concordia St. Paul nothing. You are watching Wayne State football on News Channel Nebraska.
Your child is your whole world, and you want nothing but the best for them. Here at Faith Regional Physician Services Pediatrics, we couldn't agree more. Which is why our providers are dedicated to offering the highest level of care to those who matter most to you. Our pediatric experts not only specialize in teddy bears, stickers, and smiles, but most importantly, your child's growth, development, and overall health. As a parent, you can expect our providers to deliver comprehensive, personalized care to help your child grow happy and healthy while ensuring you and your child feel safe and heard. Whether your child has a boo-boo, needs a well child visit, or is under the weather, our pediatrician, Dr. Samantha Roy, and advanced care practitioner, Kayla Daniels, are here every step of the way to offer advice, treatment, and preventative care. Faith Regional Physician Services Pediatrics, specializing in what is special to you.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Let's get moving, Nebraska. Show us how you stay healthy and you could really make a difference. Capture these moments, whether it's a walk in the park, playing with your kids or pets, biking or swimming, or even cooking a healthy meal, and share them with us. Each week, one lucky winner will choose a school to receive a $500 donation from Medica. Join the fun and make a difference. Submit today at newschannelnebraska.com and your school could win $500. Stretch Across Nebraska, presented by Medica with News Channel Nebraska.
Halftime in the Egg Bowl. Wayne State, the 13-0 lead over Concordia St Paul. This wrapping up our college football coverage for the season today, which means high school and college basketball is right around the corner. That means holiday tournament season is coming soon. And when you want to talk about places to hold basketball tournaments, I don't know that there'll be any better place in the state of Nebraska than the Kearney Sportsplex. When that opens up, the city of Kearney owns it. They're going to be opening it in spring. It's going to feature a 59,000 square foot hardwood gymnasium that can seat up to 3,000 plus. You talk about a championship atmosphere. They've got room for 8 regulation basketball courts. They could do 12 volleyball courts, 20 plus wrestling mats. I got a feeling, Lou, that you're going to be seeing Kearney putting in bids for some state tournaments to be held in that complex once that thing starts to open next year.
Absolutely. You said, how many did you say it holds?
3,000 plus.
3,000 plus. You know, they're going to need more than that if they're going to see me play pickleball.
Well,
there's a lot of crowds that come watch me play. But
the Siefker Sirens come from far and wide
exactly
to watch his
right.
pickleball prowess.
But that would be, honestly, that would be a great place to go to watch some pickleball or watch some basketball tournaments. You're right, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on there. It starts this spring, right? When it opens this spring, that's going to be a fantastic venue, a fantastic place. I'm guessing we're going to get out there at some point for a lot of different things.
Lou, you and I have been out to Kearney quite a bit. This is that part of town that's that real nice part of town where they're expanding out there on Eunice Drive. They got new hotels, new restaurants. The Visit Kearney Center is out there. Last time I was at Kearney a couple of years ago for a summer camp that my oldest was going to, and I tell you, I was impressed at the development in the area where this sportsplex is going to be. Kearney's got a lot of good stuff going right now.
Yeah, no question about it. That is a great. Always enjoyed going to Kearney for ball games. It's usually why I'm out there, some sort of sporting event. But it's a great place to visit. This is going to make it even better. This fantastic sports complex.
The Kearney Sportsplex opening spring 2025. And we'll be in Kearney. Well, News Channel Nebraska will be in Kearney, Cope Stadium on Friday for the 6-man state championship between Stewart and Sumner Eddyville Miller. So we got a lot of Kearney love here on News Channel Nebraska. More halftime show coming up. You're watching Wayne State football on NCN.
There are many details that can set your dream apart from anyone else's. But what sets the banks that you are considering apart from each other? At Boone County Bank, what sets us apart from other lenders is our flexibility. We offer a wide variety of loans, and we pride ourselves on providing lending options for commercial, residential, and agriculture needs to make your dreams a reality. Our lenders have both the practical experience and product knowledge to ensure your solution is a perfect match for your needs. Boone County Bank, here to help you grow.
Nebraska Lutheran Home in Newman Grove, located in a serene residential neighborhood, offering a faith-based community where residents feel at home, with private rooms and a wide range of activities. Residents enjoy a vibrant and supportive environment. Their experienced and caring staff is dedicated to providing personalized care, ensuring each individual feels valued and connected. Mid-Nebraska Lutheran Home, where faith, care, and community come together. Schedule your tour today and experience the warmth.
At Wayne State, unlimited opportunities start with you, plus the power of us. It's the power of the classroom teacher, inspiring the next generation. Business entrepreneurs, soaring with success. Healthcare professionals, caring for their communities. Leaders in arts and sciences, making their mark on the world. With the power of Wayne State behind you, there's nothing you can't do. Learn more at exploreWayneStateCollege.com.
At Faith Regional Physician Services, ensuring our patients receive high-quality care in a location that is convenient for them is at the heart of all that we do, which is why we couldn't be prouder to have expanded our service offerings by adding 2 ear, nose, and throat experts to our world-class team of providers. If you or your child are dealing with painful ear infections, troublesome ringing in your ears, agonizing throat soreness, or other ear, nose, and throat or head, speech, and sleep conditions, turn to Dr. Justin Oltman and Dr. Eric Roy for relief. Our 2 ear, nose, and throat specialists believe in a patient-focused approach to care and offer advanced technology paired with their training and expertise for the best possible outcomes. Don't let earaches, sinus infections, allergies, or difficulty swallowing control your life. Our physicians can help you find freedom from pain and discomfort using both surgical and non-surgical techniques. Faith Regional Physician Services. Your relief starts here.
Hi, I'm Brett Lighthold, proud owner of Watier's Auto Body. Whether it's minor or major repair, our team works with precision and care to get you back on the road safely. We've built a reputation on quality work and providing great customer service for over 40 years. So if you are in need of any work done, my team and I are here to help.
Watier's Auto Body, where quality and customer care come first.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Use Safe Pharmacy, where their mission is your family's health. And by See the Trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone, see the trainer, with locations in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
At Woodhouse Ford, we make car buying simple. Whether you're looking for a spacious SUV or a powerful truck, let our friendly and knowledgeable staff help you into your next vehicle. Take advantage of current offers going on now. Shop online or in-store at one of our 3 convenient locations in Blair, Omaha, and Plattsmouth. Shop with confidence at Woodhouse Ford.
Nothing. Wayne State with the lead in the season finale against Concordia St Paul. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay. Let's take a look at some of our halftime top plays here. This is a game, Lou, that offensively took a little while for Wayne State to get going, but Boston Hensley has stayed perfect from range. He's kicked a couple of field goals in the first half. But this has really been all about Wayne State defensively. Holding Concordia St. Paul, as you see, Hensley, this is an impressive one. 34 yards into a 20-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah.
6-0 Wayne State with the lead. But Luke, Concordia St. Paul just 40 yards of offense in the first half. It has been tough going for them, as you've seen Wayne State's defense swarming all over the ball all half.
Yeah, you see the first and only sack of the first half. That's a great job by Shaw.
And then this is trust me, folks, this is a touchdown. So the ball gets fumbled. Kendrick Watkins-Hogue, you watch number 3 dive in from the right side. That effort there, he found the ball at the bottom of that pile and came out with it. That ended up being a touchdown, capping off a 93-yard drive over the final 4 minutes. And then just as Concordia St. Paul is just trying to get something going, they turn the ball over again. And Wayne State not able to do anything with the Hail Mary on the final play of the half, but outgaining Concordia St. Paul 196 to 40 in that first half. CSP 0 for 6 on third downs, and just, for head coach Shannon Currier, the offensive woes continuing for the Golden Bears right now. It's been rough. They were held under 200 yards last week, and today they're not even on pace for 100.
Yeah, I figured if they couldn't run the ball, they're probably going to struggle offensively. Jalen Richardson, their all-everything running back, has really been held in check, has not been able to run the ball much at all. 8 carries for 21 yards. That's only a little over 2 yards a carry. So that's kind of where you start with your Concordia St. Paul is with him. And they've really done a great job, has Wayne State's defense, of just controlling just everything that Concordia St. Paul has tried to do here in the first half.
Wayne State, Nick Bowen in his final game, 7 of 12 passing, 75 yards. He also has 18 yards on the ground. Akeem Knox, the freshman, 62 yards rushing today. Hayes with 39 yards. Kendrick Watkins-Hogue has been everywhere. The touchdown fumble recovery and through the air 4 receptions for 59 yards. For CSP, their quarterback, Jackson Compton, hasn't been bad, 7 of 9, but Lou, I think they need to start going downfield a little bit. Just 21 yards passing on 9 attempts. Maybe go downfield a little bit, especially with Richardson unable to get going. Again, like you mentioned, just 2 yards per carry for him. Compton's been efficient, but it's been a lot of short type passing routes. They might want to look a little deeper here in the second half.
Yeah, certainly when they have the wind as well. But, yeah, you're going to have to open up the offense. It's just not working what they're doing. 40 yards of offense not going to beat anybody. So you're going to have to look at what you want to do here offensively in the second half. We've already talked about it. Both these teams aren't going to postseason. So,
right.
Yeah, it's, you come out and you throw caution to the wind and just, pull things out of your playbook that maybe you haven't used much this year. And certainly maybe go against tendencies a little bit, try to catch the defense off guard and make some plays. I think you're going to have to see that from Concordia St. Paul especially, to come out and just open up that offense and see what happens.
Defensively, Tyler LeClaire leading in tackles for Wayne State with 6, while for Concordia St. Paul, Ben Reel, the sophomore linebacker, their leading tackler with 7. 13-0 Wayne State. We'll take a break. We'll come back, look at some scores around the Northern Sun Conference, and preview what could be the regional playoffs in Region 4. That's next. You're watching the Halftime Show on News Channel Nebraska.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures. Out-of-this-world shopping. Star-studded evenings. And award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
Your child is your whole world, and you want nothing but the best for them. Here at Faith Regional Physician Services Pediatrics, we couldn't agree more. Which is why our providers are dedicated to offering the highest level of care to those who matter most to you. Our pediatric experts not only specialize in teddy bears, stickers, and smiles, but most importantly, your child's growth, development, and overall health. As a parent, you can expect our providers to deliver comprehensive, personalized care to help your child grow happy and healthy while ensuring you and your child feel safe and heard. Whether your child has a boo-boo, needs a well child visit, or is under the weather, our pediatrician, Dr. Samantha Roy, and advanced care practitioner, Kayla Daniels, are here every step of the way to offer advice, treatment, and preventative care. Faith Regional Physician Services Pediatrics, specializing in what is special to you.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Life can move at a pretty fast pace here in Nebraska. From lights on to lights out, there's no stopping our work ethic. That's why at Nebraska Public Power District, we take pride in keeping you going. Pride in knowing that your power grid is consistently ranked one of the nation's most reliable and resilient. We take on the challenges 24/7 because electricity is the lifeblood of your day, and powering your day is what motivates us to do our very best. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
Nebraska, it's time to celebrate our community heroes. Do you know a local hero who dedicates their time to make your community better? Someone who leads with a vision for a brighter tomorrow and inspires others to join? Nominate them today for the Community Hero Program, thanks to Medica. Each month, one Nebraska hero will be chosen and will get to choose a nonprofit to receive a $1,000 donation. Let's honor those who make our community shine. Community Hero, celebrating the heart of Nebraska.
One thing about working, we've always had employers that took care of all the health care for us. Navigating that was kind of scary, unknown.
We tried to do it on our own, but weren't too confident with, was this really what we should be doing? Sarah is a very welcoming, warm person, and we really enjoy working with her. We laugh, we giggle.
She presented several scenarios, kind of took over where the employer left off.
See, it's all on who you can trust, right, hon?
Yes, dear.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
At Wayne State, unlimited opportunities start with you, plus the power of us. It's the power of the classroom teacher, inspiring the next generation. Business entrepreneurs, soaring with success. Healthcare professionals, caring for their communities. Leaders in arts and sciences, making their mark on the world. With the power of Wayne State behind you, there's nothing you can't do. Learn more at exploreWayneStateCollege.com.
The halftime show is brought to you by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney. And by Insurance 365, your local expert for your Medicare plans.
Back in Wayne at the half, 13-0, Wayne State with the lead over Concordia St. Paul. So this game does not have any postseason implications for Wayne State, unfortunately, but there are a lot of Northern Sun teams that will be paying attention on Selection Sunday tomorrow. The Super Region rankings, the top 7 teams in each region make the postseason, and the Northern Sun's sitting pretty. Augustana is second in Super Region 4, Minnesota State third. They're safe. They're in. The interesting thing comes in, though, where you've got Bemidji State at 7 and Sioux Falls at 8. So Sioux Falls would be the team outside. But, Lou, and we'll take a look at the scores here. Sioux Falls has got a much easier game on their schedule today than Bemidji State does. Those two teams could very well be flipped in those regional rankings when today is over.
Yeah, I really like that Bemidji State team, but you're right. Sioux Falls is home today against Southwest Minnesota State. Southwest Minnesota State 0-10, so you certainly have a chance to win that one if you're Sioux Falls. They are up right now in the first quarter 14-7. Another big game in the Northern Sun Conference today. But we mentioned Bemidji State. They play Augustana. Bemidji State and Augustana about halfway through the first quarter. They're tied at 0, so nobody has got on the board there yet. Minnesota State, we mentioned them, number 3 in that super regional ranking. That's a tough game they've got today. Minnesota Duluth, who's a good football team. That's a bit of a rivalry game. Minnesota Duluth leads Minnesota State right now at halftime 13-9. So we'll see how that affects, if that score were to hold anyway, how that would affect Minnesota State's ranking there. Other games, Minnesota State Moorhead up at halftime 24-3 over the University of Mary. Minot State up 7-0 late in the first quarter over Winona State. And looks like the only other game is the one you're watching right now, Concordia St Paul down 13-0 to the Wayne State Wildcats.
Meanwhile, the Wayne State volleyball team, they caught a break in the regional rankings this week. Number 15 in the nation, but 8th in the regional rankings. They were 9th, which would have had them out. They won today. They swept Minot State. So I think they're going to get in. You talk about a tough region. Wow. When you're talking the Northern Sun and the other conferences that are involved in that central region there, it is difficult to get in. And Wayne State currently sitting 15th in the nation and on the bubble in the national tournament.
Northern Sun alone is like the Big Ten in volleyball. There's no easy nights in that conference in the side of the volleyball.
All right, we are set for the beginning of the second half. I was mistaken. Concordia St. Paul started with the ball, so it's Wayne State. They will be starting. They'll have the wind in their face for one more quarter. It's not as strong as it was earlier. It's still blowing pretty strong, but I would say probably less than 20 miles an hour right now. It was really whipping when this game began.
Yeah, I think it's died down enough where you can take the lead out of your kids' pockets. It won't be blowing.
There you see it's windy, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's as bad as it had been at the start of the day. So now Wayne State 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Yeah, winds blowing currently 14 miles per hour, gusting at 21. As Wayne State not dealing with the air right now, they keep it on the ground with the guy who has been their go-to guy on the ground today. Akeem Knox gets 2. It'll be second down and 8.
I think if you're Logan Masters here, you would love to see maybe a game-defining drive here. Really take control of this football game. You're up 13-0. You've dominated the first half, but we've seen games where 13-0 leads are not safe. So you want to put more points on the board here and really force Concordia St. Paul to come out of what they want to do to try to beat you.
And we've seen Wayne State at times as Knox bounces back to the inside for a couple. We've seen Wayne State be the team that's been dominated. I go back to the Minnesota State game where in every statistical category they trailed big and almost won that game. They only lost by 7. So Wayne State certainly knows that you can dominate time of possession and dominate statistics and not necessarily have an easy time on the scoreboard.
Or you go back to last year's Egg Bowl game against Augustana. They had less than 100 yards of total offense and won 14-12.
3rd down and 3 after the 4-yard gain by Knox. Bone on the rollout. Has a man out of the backfield, dropped it incomplete. Well, that was set up pretty well to the tight end Miller. But a 3-and-out for Wayne State to begin the second half, and some signs of life defensively from Concordia St. Paul.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate miss on that pass. 'Cause I think Miller might have just kind of lost his footing a little bit as he reached for this football. Maybe stumbled just a bit.
Yeah. Hilgeman was in coverage, but that one would have been a first down, no doubt. Punt into the wind. Concordia St. Paul will let it bounce. Takes a Concordia St. Paul bounce at the 37-yard line is where it will be downed. So that's a 35-yard punt, no return, and now Concordia St. Paul. We'll see what offensive coordinator and head coach Shannon Currier has cooked up. Shannon Currier does call the plays for this team offensively.
You got the wind at your back. We'll see if they attack a little bit. We've mentioned that. A lot of short passes that first half. Does the Golden Bears try to attack downfield a little bit.
Jackson Compton out of the gun. Richardson to his right, just 16 yards on the ground for the leading rusher in the conference. They fake to him. No, they do go to him on the draw play up the middle. Wayne State was not as fooled as I was. Gain of a couple. Alex Shaw making the play. Leading tackler for Wayne State today.
Yeah, Shaw with the sack and several tackles. He has played a great game. One of the very good linebackers on this team.
Second down and 8 after the gain of 2. Concordia St. Paul averaging just 2 yards per play, and on the ground, even less than that, just 1.9 yards per rush. They'll go to the air on second down. Compton looking deep, tipped away, well covered. Trying to get it to Enke. That's Jacob Bird on the coverage. And it'll be third down and 8.
You know, if you're a running team and you can't run the football, it just creates problems in all areas of your offense, and it makes it difficult to throw the ball. And ball was tipped there at the end. Get the hand on the football. So now, third down and 8. This is not voted. It has not been a good thing, I was trying to say here, for Concordia St. Paul in this ball game, these third down and long situations.
0 for 6 on third down are the Golden Bears, trying to change their fortunes here. Over the middle, has a man, over the top, it's caught into Wayne State territory. That's Troy Ellison, the junior, out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, making the play. Ellison, just his 16th reception of the year, and CSP has their longest play from scrimmage today.
Well, that was a heck of a pass. It hit him right in stride. Big-time pass. We wondered if that would happen at some point. Would they try to attack downfield? They do it on third down and 8 and execute. And now Golden Bears have a chance inside the 15-yard line at the 13 to get on the board and make this a ball game.
First and 10 from the 13. Compton looking, end zone, overshot his man, incomplete. Was trying to get it to Udebach.
This is a formation penalty. You had 4 guys on one side. I didn't see how many people were at the line of scrimmage. You might have not had enough people on the line of scrimmage.
We'll see what referee Chris Gieris has to say. Full representation from the Northern Sun States on this officiating crew, by the way.
Legal formation on the offense. 5 line up in the backfield.
Yep.
5-yard penalty, you play the down.
With the exception of North Dakota, but we've got Iowa, Nebraska, Minnesota, and South Dakota all represented on this officiating crew. Of course, Iowa not in the Northern Sun Conference anymore. So first down and 15 after the penalty.
Well, you hate that if you're Concordia St. Paul.
Yeah, that's their first penalty of the game.
Keep that momentum going. You don't need, you've had a tough time moving the ball. You don't need to lose 5 yards.
Compton through his progressions. Back to the left side. End zone, too tall. Incomplete. Jalen Washington, the intended receiver. And it's now second down.
Well, if anything, I like the fact that Concordia St. Paul is looking to attack.
Yeah.
You just did not move the ball at all that first half. Just go after it. Be aggressive. Get the ball downfield. That play did not work out, but you just hit one a moment ago that sets yourself up for a scoring opportunity.
Second and 15 from the 18. Concordia St. Paul's defense got them a 3 and out. They're trying to get on the board for the first time. Only 14 points for this team over the last 2.5 games. And now we've got a stoppage. Golden Bears will call timeout. We'll take one as well. 11:55 to go in the third. It's 13-0 Wayne State. And this is News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com for details. And by The Carpet Shop in Norfolk, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years.
Shop Woodhouse Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram during our Black Friday sales event. Browse our full lineup of new Jeeps like the capable and confident Jeep Compass. And take advantage of our current offers going on right now. Visit one of our 2 convenient locations in Blair or Bellevue today. Serving our customers since 1991. Woodhouse is your trusted Jeep dealer.
A drive in danger of stalling a penalty and now a timeout. 2nd and 15. Jalen Richardson to the right of Jackson Compton, the sophomore signal caller. Trying to get the Golden Bears on the board on the road. Compton looking end zone, coming back for it, incomplete. They say he wasn't able to control it. Boy, that was an incredible effort by Udabak on the sideline. But incomplete, and it'll be 3rd down and 15. Take another look at this effort.
Yeah, it looked like his feet were in. I just don't think he had a clean catch. You have to complete the catch, and I don't think he did there. Well, maybe.
Well, it's close.
Oh, yeah, that's close. Looked like he did catch the football. He didn't bobble it. I thought initially that he might have bobbled it as he went out of bounds, but it looked like a pretty clean catch.
As it is, 3rd down and 15. Compton to the air, over the middle, behind the receiver, and incomplete. That was there. Ellison would have scored, but it's behind the receiver, and now Concordia St. Paul will send the field goal unit out.
Yeah, you got to get points here. You've moved the ball for the first time the entire game. You can't come away with nothing.
Yeah.
Still have most of the second half left to play. You got to get some points here.
They've got a pretty good kicker in Jeff Isotalo McGuire. He's 7 of 14, but he's kicked a 60-yarder this year against Mary. This one with the wind at his back from 36. And we got a stoppage. Beforehand, a flag comes in. I think it's about to become a 41-yard field goal.
On the offense, number 30.
Boy,
that's a major mistake.
Yeah.
You just can't have that. You just literally took points off the board, well, potentially took points off the board. He gets another chance to kick it, but 5 yards farther back.
Thankfully, the wind is at his back, so he's going to get a lot of help from Mother Nature on this 41-yarder. And like we said, he made it from 60 earlier this year, so distance, not an issue.
This wind is swirling, too. A moment ago, the flag was limp. Now it's blowing all over the place.
From 41 yards. Has plenty of leg, but I think he pulled it. No good.
Wow.
So Wayne State's defense holds. Concordia St. Paul can't convert on the big play, and it's 1st and 10 Wayne State.
How frustrating is that for Concordia St. Paul? My goodness. Boy, you moved the football. You got it down in position. You may have had a touchdown there in that corner. That's a bang-bang play. The official's right there. We got to give him the benefit of the doubt. But it sure looked like he caught the ball. It depends on whether or not his feet were in when he caught the football. And then you come away with nothing off a penalty. After you made the field goal, the penalty, then you miss the field goal, you come away with nothing.
So Wayne State will take over from the 23 on 1st down. Knox has some room to the outside, picks up a blocker downfield. Here goes Akeem Knox down the far sideline into Concordia St. Paul territory. Longest play from scrimmage for the Wildcats today on a 29-yard gain.
Yeah, big-time run that time by Knox. Off that right side, avoids the pressure.
Great. Oh, what a block
that
downfield. That's Trey Miller with the pancake.
That was a great block by Miller out in front of that run.
He's going to get calls from the VFW hall. He serves up pancakes that well. 1st and 10 from the 48. Here's Knox bouncing again. Same play as before. Might as well. 1st down again. Out across the 35 to the 34-yard line. Akeem Knox. The future looking bright for the Wayne State backfield.
I think you got a couple pretty good running backs to count on next year. And the left side of that offensive line, that's where they've gone the last 2 plays, and why not? You got Chris Graham on that side at the left guard, and Jet Jansen, who 6'4", 280. That's a good guy to run behind.
Knox now over the century mark, 112 yards on 19 carries. Now it's the other freshman, Hayes. He's stuffed in the hole. Not much there. Great play by the linebacker, Hilgeman. He has been active today. Gain of about a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And we are starting to see those runs pick up now.
Yep.
They had a tough time that first quarter. They did a better job the second quarter. Now we've seen a couple nice runs from Knox, picking up some chunk yards on this drive.
Second down and 9. Schmaderer in motion. They'll keep it on the ground with Hayes. Breaks the tackle, cuts down the far sideline, and has the first down. That looked like a loss. Lucas Becker, the senior D lineman, was in the backfield, and Hayes just shook him off.
What is it about these freshmen? This Hayes kid, he's just a magician out there breaking tackles.
He was dead to rights right here.
Yeah, he should have been tackled there. It's a missed tackle, but give him credit. Just keep those legs churning and keep something going forward, and you see where they're at, inside the 20.
First and 10 now from the 18. Wayne State trying to extend their lead. Back to Hayes. Bounces away from one tackle. This young man is just tough to bring down. Across the 15 to the 13-yard line. Brennan Hayes, 5'10", 195, but he runs bigger than that.
Yeah.
Sets them up with a 2nd and 5.
I wondered what he was doing with that Crisco, wiping it on his jersey out there.
Now. Can't make accusations like that. 2nd and 5 from the 13. Wayne State really kind of imposing their will on this drive, Lou.
Yeah, absolutely. Big guys up front are getting it done. They've been really running off that left side time and time again.
Here's Knox. He wants to go up the middle. He finds some good yardage. Inside the 10, just shy of first down yardage. It'll be 3rd down and 1. So you've got Knox at 116, Hayes at 55. That's a lot of true freshman rushing yardage for the Wildcats today.
Again, future bright. This, you're not even halfway through the third quarter yet. A score here almost feels like a dagger.
Boy, it
because
really does.
Concordia St Paul came up with nothing a moment ago, and then Wayne State takes it down and scores. You got to feel like Golden Bears would be depleted mentally and emotionally a little bit if Wayne State puts one in the end zone here.
3rd down and 1 at the Concordia St Paul 9-yard line. Bowen. Knox. Stays alive. Works his way forward. Well, that pile's still moving forward. I think he ended up getting it, Lou. They're marking him right at the 8-yard line. Yeah. They're going to signal first down. It is 1st and goal. That was all Akeem Knox, making about 4 guys miss.
Yeah, like a pinball out there, bouncing all over the place. I think he got the forward progress for the first down. You just keep those feet moving. That's what both these running backs do. They just keep churning forward and making progress on those runs, and so difficult to get a hold of.
That was Ben Reel, who's been the leading tackler for Concordia St. Paul today, who was not able to bring Knox down to the backfield. So 1st and goal, Wayne State from the 8. And Wayne State, little confusion. They'll call a timeout. We'll take one as well. Wildcats trying to take control of this one. They've got a goal to go next. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Your child is your whole world, and you want nothing but the best for them. Here at Faith Regional Physician Services Pediatrics, we couldn't agree more. Which is why our providers are dedicated to offering the highest level of care to those who matter most to you. Our pediatric experts not only specialize in teddy bears, stickers, and smiles, but most importantly, your child's growth, development, and overall health. As a parent, you can expect our providers to deliver comprehensive, personalized care to help your child grow happy and healthy while ensuring you and your child feel safe and heard. Whether your child has a boo-boo, needs a well child visit, or is under the weather, our pediatrician, Dr. Samantha Roy, and advanced care practitioner, Kayla Daniels, are here every step of the way to offer advice, treatment, and preventative care. Faith Regional Physician Services Pediatrics, specializing in what is special to you.
1st and goal, Wayne State from the 8-yard line. Here's Knox tripping as he tried to hit the hole, only gets a couple. Slipping down, it'll be 2nd and goal from the 6.
Well, certainly Wayne State wants 6 points here. But even a field goal would, it'd still be a 2-score game, but they'd have to score 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions rather.
Second and goal. Two receivers split to the right. You've got Jaden Johnson and Kendrick Watkins-Hogue in the slot. Knox up the middle, has a hole and a touchdown. Hakeem Knox from 6 yards out, his fourth rushing touchdown this year.
Well, you see what you see so often with good backs on that run there. Knox just patient, allowed the block to develop, didn't force anything, and then once it does, you get through it. And that's just a great drive for Wayne State. What a fantastic drive. Knox finishes off with a touchdown. And like I said a moment ago, this feels like a dagger.
Feels like a 14-point swing
It
for
really
Concordia St Paul. Celebrations in the end zone. Wayne State will go for the extra point. This is the second time I think Concordia St Paul's had to burn a timeout on an extra point.
Yeah.
So we'll keep it here. This is, it's just one of those tough years. And look, the Northern Sun's a tough conference anyway, right? There are 5-5 teams. You put Wayne State into some of those conferences out east, you're probably looking at a 10-1 team, right? It's just, this is such a tough conference that a middle-of-the-road team is actually a really good team.
Right.
And for a team like Concordia St. Paul, who's trying to build things up, trying to put this roster together, it's just hard to build from the bottom at a conference that is as strong as the Northern Sun is year in and year out.
Well, you look at a team like Minnesota Duluth, a team like Wayne State that had playoff aspirations, and they're both 6-4 coming into today, and Minnesota Duluth still leading Minnesota State in that ball game, 20-9 with 9:12 to go in the third quarter.
Wayne State trying to make it a full 21-point lead. Bowen steps up, scrambles into the end zone. Nick Bowen. You just can't account for everything he does. He gets the 2-point conversion, and Wayne State rolling in the Egg Bowl. It's 21-0. You're watching Wildcat football on News Channel Nebraska.
At Wayne State, unlimited opportunities start with you, plus the power of us. It's the power of the classroom teacher, inspiring the next generation. Business entrepreneurs, soaring with success. Healthcare professionals, caring for their communities. Leaders in arts and sciences, making their mark on the world. With the power of Wayne State behind you, there's nothing you can't do. Learn more at exploreWayneStateCollege.com.
NCN Sports is brought to you by USafe Pharmacy, where their mission is your family's health. And by See the Trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone. See the Trainer with locations in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
10-play, 77-yard drive, takes 5 minutes and 5 seconds off the clock, and is capped off by an Hakeem Knox 6-yard touchdown run. Fourth drive today of 10-plus plays for Wayne State. All 4 of those drives have ended in points. But look at the wind hold this one up. It's going to be fielded at the 20. Looking for room out across the 25 to the 29-yard line is the up back James Evans, the 4th. Sophomore transfer out of Bethune-Cookman. And now 1st and 10 for Concordia St. Paul. And boy, if you're the Golden Bears now coming up, you're past the halfway point of the third quarter, you have to kind of probably abandon the game plan offensively a little bit and just try to find a way to get some points.
Yeah, I think you continue to be aggressive. You saw they made a big play in that last drive. Just kind of open that offense up and see what happens. You're down 21 on the road. You've only won 2 games all year. Just let it fly.
That's what Compton will do here.
There you go.
Going to try halfback pass off the lateral. It's set up downfield, incomplete. Underthrown just a little bit. That was there. Drew Enke. It was Troy Ellison trying to get it to him. I think Ellison undershot him just a bit. That one was set up pretty well.
Yeah, that was. That's what we're talking about here. Just let it fly. Let whatever you've got in your playbook, let it go. The ball is underthrown a little bit here.
Allowed Jacob Bird to close on it.
Yep, Bird got there pretty quick.
So 2nd down and 10. But yeah, like you said, Lou, love the call there. Anything to get this offense going. Just 89 yards of offense for the Golden Bears today. Compton on the rollout. Has a man downfield. Enke wide open. into Wayne State territory. Mitchell Anderson knocks him out of bounds. But to the 43-yard line, that's a 28-yard gain.
He got away. Enke got free here. I think it was a bust on the coverage because he's sitting by himself there at the 50-yard line. Playing kind of a deep zone, it looked like.
So now 1st and 10 into Wayne State territory. Their last drive ending with a missed field goal. Compton fakes to Richardson. Got players getting tied up. They call incidental contact. No flag. That was really good coverage by Delshawn Petrosky, the junior DB out of Youngstown, Ohio. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I think it was, can't quite see it there. There was some contact. I mean, that camera angle after the fact looks like the defender went through it, but I think the receiver lost his footing a little bit.
Yeah, Udoibach fell down, and that was why Petrosky wasn't. He had a beat on that one, but they both hit the deck. So 2nd and 10. Pressure coming. Compton avoids it for now. Just flips it forward at the end of the play. Takes out the far side judge. That's Steve Creer from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, hitting the deck. Looks like he's okay. I think they're going to call that an incomplete pass. So it'll be 3rd down and 10.
It's a tough officiating crew. They just hop back.
That's
back
right.
Up.
They're gamers. Yeah. So it'll be 3rd down and 10. They do say incomplete pass. Jackson Boss was the one applying the pressure there. One of the names that I think is one to watch come next year. A sophomore starting to work his way into the defensive rotation.
Yeah, he's had some nice games. He's one of those guys that's been able to provide a lot of pressure on these passing situations.
Compton into the pocket. He's got room to run, and he'll take off. Bouncing to the outside, though, stops short. That's good pressure, good pursuit, rather, by Larson. Team's leading tackler making the stop on a gain of 5. 4th down. Offense will be staying on the field here.
Yeah, you saw what Dexter Larson can do. Just closed very quickly. Great closing speed, makes the tackle. And now no doubt about it here. Concordia St. Paul needs touchdowns, down 3 of them. And as we're getting late in the 3rd quarter, and in Wayne State territory, they're going to go for it.
4th down and 5. They did convert their only other attempt on 4th down earlier. Man in motion. Compton rolling left, wide open. That's a 1st down and more. Inside the 25, stepping out of bounds. That was the motion man, Jalen Washington. Wayne State just lost him. That's a gain of 13 and a 1st down.
It's happened a couple times here in this drive. Wayne State leaving guys all alone. Get any chance to come back in this thing at all, Concordia St. Paul needs to put the ball in the end zone here. You kind of tell your kicker, unless we're kicking extra points, you're not going to get back in the ball game. You don't need field goals here. You got to get touchdowns.
1st and 10 from the 25. Compton with 4 receivers split wide. In motion goes Ellison. Compton over the middle, a little behind the receiver. Good concentration. That's Jay Hardy, the freshman out of Henderson, Nevada, making his first reception today. Sets him up with a 2nd down and about 5. That, in fact, is Henderson's first reception this season.
That was Dexter Larson's, not his first tackle of the season. He's made a lot of them.
Among the leaders in the conference. 2 receivers split to the right on 2nd and 5. They go to Richardson on the ground. His first carry, I believe, this half. Gets a couple. It's his 2nd carry of the half. A stop on the play made by LeClaire. It'll be 3rd down and 2 from the 17. And that's the problem with trying to come back from behind. Your best offensive weapon is really neutralized.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's not even on the field on this 3rd down play. Instead, it is Washington in the backfield, sort of their hybrid receiver running back. Compton over the middle. It is dropped, incomplete. Knocked out by Adrian Pajon. They were trying to get it to, I believe that was Enke. But Pajon does a nice job to knock it away. It's 4th down.
Hey, Pajon was kind of behind the play, but he did a great job just to strip the football.
Yeah, that ball was delivered where it needed to be, but Pajon strong enough to knock it away. All right, 4th down and 2. Golden Bears, what on earth is this? We got 4 linemen split wide to the left. You got a guy in motion to the right. They're going to sweep it to him, and he's looking to throw. Now he's looking for anything. Well, that did not work. You can go ahead and throw that one out. Take that one out of the playbook, throw it in the shredder, because that did not go well at all, and Wayne State will take over.
Now scribble that one out. That's not did not develop well. And on 4th and 2, I understand what they're trying to do there.
Sure.
They're trying to make something happen, but I'm not sure I do that on 4th and 2. But having said that, it's also Concordia St. Paul has not been able to really get anything going offensively.
So I think they were trying to throw it on the right side there to Enke. He wasn't even looking for the ball. Yeah, that was a baffler. Finished off by LeClaire, and Wayne State will take over on offense. And here's Hakeem Knox again. Up the middle. 1st down yardage across the 35. Hakeem Knox. What a game he has played. That's a 12-yard gain.
Yeah, such a bright future for this young man. And again, you've got 4 of the 5 offensive line starters coming back, conceivably.
And let's not forget Dawson Forgey is an underclassman as well.
Yeah, he had a season-ending injury.
There's going to be a crowded backfield for Wayne State next year. Here's Knox. Left side, bounces off the line, can't get away that time. Wrapped up, brought down by Isaiah Ray. One of 2 twin redshirt freshmen from Racine, Wisconsin. Isaiah and Elijah Ray. They're both 6'6", 258. Twins from Racine.
Twins all the way to this college age, huh? They're exactly. Are they? I wonder if they're identical twins.
You think they politicked for the same number? That's illegal, unfortunately, but they did get close, 56 and 57. 2nd down and 9. Knox motions out of the backfield. Here's Bowen. He's not used his legs in a while. Absorbs the contact, driven backwards. That's an impressive play in the open field. That's a big quarterback you're driving backwards there. Ricky Dixon, the sophomore out of St. Louis, makes the play. Bowen 6'1", 215, and a solid 215 at that.
Yeah, that's for sure. Watch him get low here and just drive with his feet. Drive with those feet. Get him off balance and drive backwards with the feet. Great job defensively on that play.
So Bowen gets about 6. 3rd down and 3 upcoming from the 44-yard line. Final minute, 3rd quarter. Wayne State trying to finish the season 7-4. Bowen gets the call from the sideline. 1 receiver split left. Here's Hayes. 1st down yardage. Boy, this offensive line really starting to wear Concordia St. Paul down.
Yep, and again, we kind of sense that might be the play or the methodology that the offense was looking at today, was to have a strong running game and wear that defensive front down.
1st and 10 from the 49, and they called a timeout with 9 seconds to go in the quarter. I think that was Wayne State who called, or no, was that an official?
They're running it now. I think it was an
timeout.
official. Yep.
Now they're going to run it, and we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Wayne State playing about as good a game defensively as they've played in a long time. They've got the 21-0 lead. 4th quarter next. You're watching Wayne State football on News Channel Nebraska.
Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location, has several multi-specialty outreach physicians, including ear, nose, and throats, orthopedic surgery, urology, nephrology, general surgery, and pulmonology. Our physicians are all board certified. They have obtained the highest level of medical expertise in their field. Rated by our patients with a perfect 5 stars. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location, offers so much care, so close to home. Located in the Fountain Point Medical Building, Norfolk.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people. Now we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
Fourth quarter here in Wayne. That's brought to you by Visit Lincoln. See and experience all that Lincoln has to offer. Discover more at Lincoln.org. 21-0 Wayne State with the lead as we begin the final quarter of the college football season on News Channel Nebraska. Here's Akeem Knox. By no means his final stanza of college football. Wayne State trying to pitch a shutout. They've not done so since September of 2021. A 48-0 victory over Minot State. In fact, they're trying to hold the team under 10 points since September of last year when they allowed just 10 to Southwest Minnesota State. So 10 or fewer, it's been a year. But yeah, they're trying to get their first shutout in 3 years. This defense played good enough to do it, Lou. Concordia St Paul, 1 of 10 on third down and just 136 yards of offense today.
Yeah, the defense has played outstandingly well. The offense has a chance now to tack on some more points and make this a no-doubter.
Bone, draw play. Shakes off a couple defenders, gets a couple. Finished off by Hilgeman. So it'll be 3rd down and 5 after that 3-yard gain. Bowen has been kind of quiet for his last ever game. You know, they haven't really needed him to do much. 7 of 13, 75 yards. He's got 25 yards on the ground. He has passed Zach Osborne to move into second all-time on the total yards list here at Wayne State College. A brilliant career coming to an end here today. On 3rd down, it's Hayes. Boy, he sees the hole so well, doesn't he? The way he's able to shake off that initial line of defense. You talked about it with Knox. It's the same thing with him. And for freshmen to have that level of maturity, that level of patience, to hit the hole like that, this is an impressive group.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, they've got great vision and great feet. I like that they keep those feet moving, whether it's through contact or in the hole, and always looking to go forward up in that, in that offensive line. These guys are good. And through 3 quarters, Hayes was averaging 9.3 yards a carry. Akeem Knox, 5.5.
Now Bowen to the air. Flushed. Rolling out. He's got nobody downfield. Just going to scamper out of bounds about the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd down. Concordia St Paul applying some pressure there. Wayne State certainly in no hurry. They'll have it 2nd and 8 from the 35-yard line. Trying to end this 3-game losing streak they've been on. Redshirt junior DJ McPherson in at wide receiver for the first time. Transfer out of Diablo Valley College, JUCO out on the West Coast. Hayes up the middle, tripped up close to first down yardage.
Carried by Brendan Hayes.
Well, Brendan Hayes, I already have a nickname for him. How about Big Play Hayes?
I like that. I like that.
Because he is a guy that he's been known to take it long distances in this season when he's had his chances to play. And boy, him and Akeem Knox, how fortunate are you to have one really good true freshman? How about 2 of them?
All right, by the end of this game, I need to figure out a way to combine those 2 names into a nickname for the 2 of them. So I think they're going to be a 2-headed rushing attack for a few years here for Wayne State. 3rd and short to the air. Blitz coming. Bone over top. Watts Watkins Hogue off the mark. And it'll be 4th and short. Coverage supplied by Cyrus McClure, the senior out of Carrollton, Georgia. And it's 4th down at about a half yard.
Most likely a 4th down play here for Wayne State. Not likely going to try a field goal at this stage, and you're not going to punt it. Just kind of a back shoulder throw. I don't, just a little off between quarterback and receiver there.
Needs some pretty wide shoulders for that one.
Yep.
4th and short. They go straight ahead with Knox. Concordia St. Paul breaks through and gets the stop. Impressive play defensively. The charge led by Ryan Martin, the 260-pound senior Minnesota Crookston transfer, making the play. And the Golden Bears not done yet. They get the stop on 4th down.
Well, they're still playing. That defense is still fighting out there. I don't think you can complain about the defensive effort today for the Golden Bears. I think they've played hard. It's really been the offense that have struggled mightily against Wayne State's defense.
Yeah, so now 1st and 10. This Concordia St. Paul offense will try and score in a hurry. Compton over the top, has his man. It's caught into Wayne State territory. Goes Jay Hardy, the freshman, who had no catches on the season coming into today. He's got a couple and a big one there. Sets him up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Concordia St. Paul has been finding some holes in that Wayne State zone. Picking up nice yardage on that play.
Out of Henderson, Nevada. There's a lot of different states represented on this Concordia St. Paul roster. In motion, Jacob Cannon, the tight end. They fake the handoff, the rollout, the toss, incomplete. Looking far sideline for Adrian Adams, North Dakota State transfer. There is one Nebraskan on the Concordia St. Paul roster, Keyshawn Pettis, junior defensive lineman. Former All-Stater in Nebraska.
Ball at the 45-yard line.
Played at Creighton Prep.
St. Paul's a great city. I would love to visit it 9 months of the year. There's a one season I would rather avoid the area.
That is fair. 2nd down and 10. Compton with time. Flushed. Fires. Sideline. Incomplete. Good coverage there. Pajon, one of the seniors, playing his last game in a Wayne State uniform. Started his college career at Mayville State up in North Dakota. He's been a good DB for them for quite a while.
Yeah, he really has. Great break on the ball here to make the play.
Almost had the pick there.
Yeah.
That was close. So 3rd and 10. Compton 11 of 20 through the air, 114 yards. He's hit some big plays. Had that 47-yarder earlier.
May see a pick here before too long.
Lou Siefker calling it. He's calling a defensive turnover. All kinds of motion into the backfield. Pressure coming as they set up the screen. Well, that pass was thrown right into the crowd. Wayne State's D-line did a nice job hemming that in. They try to get Jalen Richardson going in space, which is a good idea. But Wayne State's D-line was ready for it. That interior line, I want to give credit to Trent Rasmussen and Carter Sitzman, who did not let that play develop at all.
Yeah, good defensive line for Wayne State. Really impressed with Sitzman. He's been so good this year.
You talk about people coming back. Sitzman, just a sophomore. He had 13 and a half tackles for loss. Leader in the conference, 2nd in the conference in sacks. Probably an all-conference defender as a sophomore. Here we go, 4th and 9. Compton on the rollout, has a man, it is caught. Great snag on the out route right at the sticks. That's Udoybach. And a 1st and 10 for Concordia St. Paul. 3 of 4 on 4th down today.
There's a well-run route by Udoybach there. Just an out route, gets to the sticks. That's the important thing. You don't want to catch it short of the sticks. He's right there at the 1st down marker and makes the play.
1st and 10 now at the Wayne State 34 after the gain of 10. Pistol set, Richardson behind Compton. They fake to Richardson. Looking end zone, too tall. Nobody going to catch up with that one. I think they wanted Udoybach, but that one somehow sailed, throwing into a 20-mile-an-hour wind. I think maybe trying to overcompensate for the wind. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes trying to make a touch play with, and it's even harder, I think, when that wind is unpredictable. You know, if it's blowing consistently, you kind of know what to expect. But and it was earlier. Now it's just kind of coming and going.
Yeah. 2nd and 10. Compton looks left then right. Did he catch that? It's going to be close. They're going to say a catch made. Really great effort by Ellison. In traffic, that'll be a first down, a gain of about 11 to the 23-yard line. Concordia St. Paul showing some fight here.
Yeah.
Compton, the sophomore quarterback, showing, well, that's a great snag.
Yeah, fantastic catch right off the turf.
1st and 10 at the Wayne State 23. Fade route, corner, too tall. Try to get the tight end some love. That was E.J. Stoffel, the sophomore out of Milwaukee. Might have been rushed a little bit. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, I think you've seen, certainly seen Concordia St. Paul change their offense here. They've been much more aggressive. Still don't have any points, but they've been able to move the ball some. They've been more competitive here offensively in the second half.
3 split wide, 2 to the right of Compton. 2nd and 10, pressure coming. Compton on the rollout, throwing late. He had his man. That's a tough throw on the run, and with pressure bearing down from Alex Shaw, it'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, that's what pressure does. He had a man there open in the end zone, but had to get rid of it pretty quickly, throwing across his body. That's a tough throw for Compton to make, any quarterback to make. But certainly, if that ball is thrown a little bit better, that's a touchdown.
3rd down and 10. Concordia St. Paul, this has been a tough down for them today. 1 for 11 on 3rd down. To the air. Over the middle. Caught. Inside the 10. Still on his feet. Fighting to the 5-yard line. That's Julius Reynolds, the junior, out of Coon Rapids, Minnesota. 11th reception of the season. Gets him 18, and it's 1st and goal.
A good completion there, and he catches the ball after contact, keeps it going, gets inside the 5-yard line. Concordia St. Paul, you wonder, I mean, why didn't they I know what they want to do. They want to try to run the football. That's kind of been their offense, but this offensive, they've looked a lot better here in the second half throwing the football.
Yeah, I don't think Wayne State necessarily scouted for this deep passing attack that they've had. 179 yards now through the air for Compton as he's looking end zone. Fires incomplete, nobody home. A little miscommunication. I think he wanted Richardson to go to the corner. 2nd and goal.
Now Wayne State trying to pitch a shutout. Here's where you'd like to get that interception.
There you go. Hey, stick around, folks. After the game, we'll talk to Coach Logan Masters and our player of the game. Those interviews brought to you by Wayne State College, devoted to success, student success, for more than 100 years. So 2nd and goal now from the 5. End zone, well, somebody ran the wrong route there. Yeah, way too many guys in one spot. That's going to be a tough play to make. It's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, usually don't say you 3 guys go to this spot.
And one of you will catch. You had Carter Ryan and Adrian Adams almost arm in arm in the end zone.
Yeah, idea is to spread that defense out and give yourself some passing lanes. That didn't happen there. So here we go again, another 3rd down situation for the Golden Bears.
3rd and goal from the 5. Everybody kind of bunched in close. Nobody in the backfield. Sweep play. A reverse. They're going to throw it right back to Compton, who's wide open, but I don't think he got there.
No, he did not.
The pass was too far out in front of him.
They waited too long to throw it. He was wide open for an easy touchdown, and the throw didn't come right away. Let's watch this again. Watch Compton just sneaks out of the backfield. He's wide open over there, and it just took a little bit too long to throw it. The ball floated, And he steps out about the 2-yard line.
So 4th and goal from the 2. Boy, do they want that one back. They executed that perfectly, but for the throw. That was Troy Ellison.
If he gets rid of that right away, that's an easy 6 points.
Was Ellison's first completion of the season. Now you've got Richardson in the shotgun. Compton split wide on 4th and goal from the 2. Wayne State swarming and stopping him.
Wow.
Concordia St. Paul comes up empty again. Larson in there. Braden Cheney in there. And Wayne State holding the shutout still.
How about that defense? Makes you want to just chant, defense, defense.
It was Jackson Boss who applied the first.
Yeah. He got there first, got a hold of the jersey, and held on. That's a great play for the redshirt freshman, and well, that's a big play there because Wayne State, they're obviously trying to win the game. Up 21, they're probably going to get that done, but you wanted that shutout. That defense has played so well all ball game.
Now Wayne State taking over from the 3. Handoff, Hayes. Pushing forward across the 5 to the 6-yard line goes the freshman. What about Hayes Maker?
Hayes Maker?
Yeah, that'd be a good one, right? Trying to think of a way to combine Hayes and Knox. I feel like there's one in there. I just don't know what it is.
Something like Hard Knocks, but we got to figure out about the Hayes part of it.
Yeah. It's right there. I know we'll think of it. Knox in a Hayes stack? That doesn't work. 2nd and 8.
Keep trying.
Pistol. We'll throw that one away. Here's Hayes. He doesn't care what we call him. He's just going to keep plowing forward across the 10-yard line to the 13. So 3rd down upcoming. Or did he get first down yardage there? He might have actually gotten enough for the first down. They're giving him the 14-yard line. That will indeed be enough to move the sticks. You got Hayes now inching ever close to the triple-digit mark. He's at 93, just 7 yards away from 2 rushers over 100 yards for Wayne State today. Pistol set. Here's Knox, the leading rusher, bouncing. Turning the corner up the sideline. Might have another first down there.
He got around the corner there. Well, you know it.
Out shy of first down yardage, gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Wasn't the year that Wayne State wanted.
No.
But I think the overall feel of this program is still good. I think the vibe is still good. We see in these freshmen and the way they're playing, a lot of talent out here. You got a really good young coach and Logan Masters. I think the future is bright. This is a place I think guys are going to want to come play.
2nd and 3. Knox bounces outside back in. Boy, that you can't teach that, folks. That's an impressive run right there by that freshman. Just shaking off defenders across the 25, almost to the 30-yard line on a gain of 9. I noticed you mentioned guys wanting to come here, a lot of high school potential players here today. I noticed some parents from Elkhorn North and from Bennington and from a lot of schools that are still playing football this time of year.
Yeah, I think Bennington's a good place to start considering
there's a lot of Bennington players on this roster right now.
Yeah.
Ashton Schmatter and Nick Bone among them. First and 10 from the 29-yard line. Knox, right side. Another solid game. Boy, this offensive line, they're going to feel good about how this game ended and how this season ended. No doubt about it. They have played a brilliant game today.
Well, you love it when the offensive line just gets stronger and that running game gets better throughout the game. And that's what the game plan was. They've executed it very well.
But yeah, you talked about it. They're losing Jet Jansen. You might see Alec Blevins slide into that spot next year. But Chris Graham, Will Waschenberger, Barrett Luce, Nolan Ulrich, some of the rotational guys like Luke Vanderweedy, they're all coming back next year. When you start with that experience up front, that goes a long way.
Absolutely does.
1st and 10 from the 39. Nick Bowen, pass near side, that's caught. Knocked out of bounds, hit hard across the 40 to the 44-yard line. Shea Gossett, the junior Archbishop Bergen grad, just his 2nd reception of the season. Hey, folks, stick around. We've got your top plays coming up, brought to you in part by Elkhorn Valley Bank and also by Currency. Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there is a difference. Currency helping bring you those top plays as well today. Defense had a lot of top plays for Wayne State this afternoon. 2nd and 4. Bone, he's going to take it himself. Well, not the star-studded type finish to his career, but I'll tell you what, Lou, you and I have seen a lot of high school and college players over the years, and it's a short list before you get to Nick Bone on players who are the most fun to watch over the years here at Wayne State.
Yeah, he has been a guy, as we've mentioned before, just an entertaining guy to watch. He's a winner. This has been a great program. He's largely one of the guys to account for that. He's just been a big-time player for this program, and one of the better dual-threat quarterbacks you're ever going to see, a guy that can just absolutely kill you with his feet but can make the throws downfield, and he's a special player. It's going to be a strange day next year come whenever the first game is, early September, late August, when Wayne State takes the field and you're not seeing Nick Bone out there.
Nick Bowen, we're at the 2-minute timeout. We'll keep it here. Nick Bowen wrapping up his career over 10,000 yards. If you're wondering, like the 2 deep right now has got Bannet Dannenbring, the redshirt freshman out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, as potentially the next man up. You've also got Dylan Krause on the roster, junior out of Elkhorn South. And they've got some incoming freshman Nolan Moss on the roster. And Brady McGill, who, a great basketball player at Roncalli, he's also on the roster as a kicker / QB, kind of an emergency quarterback. He was a very good quarterback in high school as well. So there are some options. I imagine it's going to be Logan Masters with open competition for that position next year. And that's going to be the one a lot of folks have their eyes on next year.
You may see a freshman in that group next year as well.
That is true. 3rd down and 2 coming up. Bone will keep it. Takes the first down, slides to safety. That one's going to pretty much clinch it. Hayes Keem the Dream. How about that?
What?
I'm not going to stop. I'm going to figure this out sometime before next year.
I was going to say, we've got about, 9 months to work on that?
Top of my list. I want to send, by the way, an assist to noted Wayne State alum and NCN broadcaster Pat Jansen for half an assist on that one. He supplied the Hayes Keem part. I added the dream.
We can always count on Pat.
And I think between the two of us, we didn't come up with anything. So 1st and 10, they're just going to go into victory formation. Wayne State's defense will have them their first shutout in 3 seasons. We'll have to snap it a couple of more times. By the way, our thanks to Mike Powicki, the athletic director. Mike Gross, the best SID in the business, folks. You do not know how hard that man works behind the scenes, making sure we're set up with everything we need, not just us, but all of the media partners from both here and elsewhere that come and do Wayne State athletics. He does incredible work. Our thanks to both of them and everybody here at Wayne State College. It has been fun keeping this partnership going. We'll have some Wayne State basketball for you coming up this winter as well. This is wrapping up our Wayne State football coverage, but we are by no means done with Wayne State Wildcat Athletics. Timeout called. We'll take one as well. Wrap this one up next. You're watching Wildcat Football on News Channel Nebraska.
We are here, in the field, on your farm, in your community. For over 90 years, we've been serving you, our customers, our owners. October is National Co-op Month. This year, we're honoring our cooperatives past and looking forward to our future. The future is cooperative. The future is Farmers' Pride.
Wayne State going to wrap this game up. They'll kneel it down one more time, finish their season 7-4. Again, not the season they were hoping. They were picked fourth at the beginning of the year, so they knew coming in this was going to be a year where they were sort of a borderline team, a bubble team trying to make it to the postseason. Got off to that great start. They were 6-1, and losing 3 in a row kind of ended their postseason hopes. But 16 seniors on this team playing their last game today, including Nick Bowen, who did not kneel it down. They sent Dan to bring in for the final kneel down. But wrapping up another successful season, and that it finishes with a winning record. And you've got Wayne State finishing with a win and with a shutout. Doesn't get much better than that. Wayne State wins the Egg Bowl again. Your final 21-0. Wildcats victorious on the final game of the season. Our postgame show coming up. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Your child is your whole world, and you want nothing but the best for them. Here at Faith Regional Physician Services Pediatrics, we couldn't agree more. Which is why our providers are dedicated to offering the highest level of care to those who matter most to you. Our pediatric experts not only specialize in teddy bears, stickers, and smiles, but most importantly, your child's growth, development, and overall health. As a parent, you can expect our providers to deliver comprehensive, personalized care to help your child grow happy and healthy while ensuring you and your child feel safe and heard. Whether your child has a boo-boo, needs a well child visit, or is under the weather, our pediatrician, Dr. Samantha Roy, and advanced care practitioner, Kayla Daniels, are here every step of the way to offer advice, treatment, and preventative care. Faith Regional Physician Services Pediatrics, specializing in what is special to you.
At Wayne State, unlimited opportunities start with you, plus the power of us. It's the power of the classroom teacher, inspiring the next generation. Business entrepreneurs, soaring with success. Healthcare professionals, caring for their communities. Leaders in arts and sciences, making their mark on the world. With the power of Wayne State behind you, there's nothing you can't do. Learn more at exploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Does your business need...
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone, see the trainer. From bracing to home health and rehab products, they provide the right solutions to keep you moving. Whether it's a chronic condition or sudden injury, their expert team will help you find the perfect fit. With a wide range of in-stock orthopedic, sports medicine, or rehabilitation products, See the Trainer is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Visit the professionals at See the Trainer in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
When the game wraps up, or even before kickoff, our community welcomes you with open arms. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is happy to have you here, and we want to show you what we're all about. From wide open spaces to music, shopping, entertainment, and more, there is always something for you to discover in our city. Stop by the Visitors Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit Lincoln.org. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people that we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Currency is here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. And by The Carpet Shop in Norfolk, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years.
Time now to talk to our Wayne State Player of the Game, presented by Wayne State College, devoted to student success. For more than 100 years, he became just the third Wayne State Wildcat to get over 10,000 yards in his career. That's Nick Bowen. We'll talk to him, but first, head coach Logan Masters standing by with Lou Siefker. Lou?
Well, the Wayne State Wildcats, they get a victory today. They end the season 7-4 and an impressive victory, 21-0 win over Concordia St Paul, joined now by head man Logan Masters. And, boy, Coach, you kind of came into this game in some uncharted territory. You had a 3-game losing streak, but yet your team played hard. They were ready to go today. What was the message of your team this week about this ball game?
Just finish what we started on the season. Seniors, finish out your career on the right notes. Let's finish, because it's kind of been our Achilles heel the last couple weeks when we lost. We haven't finished drives, and whether it's offense having the punt or defense not staying out there, it was just finish and do it for each other, do it for the seniors, do it for past cats, future cats. It was just all about finish, and we did that today. That was awesome.
Yeah, talk about the defense. 21-0, a shutout. First time in 3 years that you guys have pitched a shutout. They were dominant all game. What was working defensively?
Yeah, I think we tackled well. One is really good. He's maybe the best running back in the league, and we had more guys there to tackle than just one, and because it's hard to bring him down by yourself over and over, and we took away the running game, so they had to throw it, and that's exactly what we need to do. And so, yeah, shutouts are really hard to do in football, and now that gives us our defense has gotten 2 this year, so hats off to the defense staff. They did an outstanding job getting the guys ready.
Offensively, it seemed from the outset you guys were kind of dead set on running the football and kind of wearing that defense down. It seemed like that happened. Was that kind of the game plan? And certainly talk about the way the freshmen ran the football today.
Yeah, I mean, Concordia is really talented in the back end, and then when you got 25-mile-an-hour winds, it's not the easiest to throw into. And so I'm really proud of the freshman ran, but O-line, tight ends, wide receivers, they blocked their butts off and gave them creases, and those guys ran through a lot of tackles, and the first guy never brought them down. So it was a good recipe for the weather, and it's team football, and it kept our defense on the sideline, their offense on the sideline. So our guys are fresh, go out there and get stops.
Well, this is obviously the last game of the year. You're going to lose some seniors, some special guys. We'll bring you to talking to one here in a moment. What does this senior crew mean to you?
They mean the world. When recruited them, I was the offense coordinator, and I'm going to be honest, there wasn't much to sell them on. We'd been struggling here for a while, and they bought in. And probably when they said they were coming to Wayne State, other college coaches told them they were crazy, but they stayed loyal to us, and they totally flipped the script on what Wayne State football had been previously. So I told them, there's not enough words. I can't find the right words to tell them how much they mean to this football program, how much they mean to me, because they totally changed the trajectory of Wayne State football.
Well, I want to let you celebrate the victory, but I got to ask you, you had a lot of guys here watching the game, a lot of prospective players. What are you looking for in the offseason for this for your program?
Looking for guys that fit Wayne State and Wayne America. Right now, I think we've got 18 guys committed, so we're in a good spot there, and get a good core back, and you don't rebuild, reload. So.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, really appreciate your time all year. Congratulations on a good season, 7-4, and hope to see you again next year.
Sounds good. Thank you. Go Cats.
Absolutely. That's head coach Logan Masters. Let's get Nick Bone in here. Nick has been a 4-year starter. Nick, I don't know what I'm going to do next year when you're not out there playing quarterback. I'm just going to keep saying Nick Bone did this, Nick Bone did that, but you're not going to be there. I just asked Coach about what the seniors meant to him. What is this your 4 years meant to you here at Wayne State?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, I've met my best friends, and we made a lot of great memories out here on the football field. So it's been a great 4 years here at Wayne State.
You guys really did a great job today running the football. You didn't have to do anything special today. The running backs kind of took care of that. What was that kind of the game plan, was to get the, Coach talked about the wind and everything, but get those running backs going and really dominate up front with your offensive line?
Yeah, definitely. I think going into every game we want to run the ball, but I think especially coming into this game we wanted to establish the run, and we thought that opened up the pass, and we just kept running it, so it worked out pretty well.
One of your touchdowns was off a fumble. I don't know that you had the good snap, or you lost it. And then somehow Watkins Ho came away with that ball. What happened on that play?
We were going for the QB sneak again, and we snapped it, and it kind of just bounced off my hands and rolled, and I looked for it, and then I kind of looked over and saw Kendrick on top of it, so it worked out pretty well, I guess.
Just the way you drew it up, right?
Exactly.
So, I watched you for 4 years. I've always thought you kind of played like Brett Favre. Was that somebody that you looked up to, or did you have a different guy that you kind of modeled yourself after?
I don't think it was one specific guy I ever really look up to. I mean, I think you take different pieces from different quarterbacks' games and try to add it to your own style, because I think every good quarterback is different and does different things.
What's next for Nick Bone?
I think we're going to celebrate this win. That's about it.
Well, go do that. And Nick, congratulations on a big win, and certainly being our player of the game and a career. Let me ask you one more question. You're second all-time in total offense for Wayne State. What does that mean to you?
It means I've played around with a lot of good players, and it's been a great career for myself and the team, so it's been a lot of fun.
Go celebrate, Nick.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, that's Nick Bone, our player of the game. Eric, let's send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Lou Seifert. I do want to cry. I gave Lou bad info. He's third all-time. I don't mean to impugn the great Zach Osborne, who is still second. He did not get enough to get into second all-time, but he did get enough to become just the third Wayne State player ever to finish with 10,000 total yards over the course of a career. What a career for Nick Bowen, and we appreciate him taking the time with us one more time to be our player of the game. All right, let's talk top plays. Those are brought to you in part by Elkhorn Valley Bank. For all of your banking needs, Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust. There is a difference. It's the Egg Bowl in Wayne, America, the last game of the regular season. Wayne State trying to end a 3-game losing streak. Concordia St Paul trying to end a 5-game losing streak. Something's got to give. And for Wayne State, the offense able to finish off a drive with a field goal here. Up and good by Boston Hensley, who finished the season perfect on field goals. Wayne State with a 3-0 lead. This kick 34 yards into the teeth of a 20-mile-an-hour breeze right down Broadway. Wayne State up 6-0. Their defense was really the story in this one. Concordia St Paul has struggled this year, but Wayne State did not make it easy for them at all. You'll see Jackson Compton scrambling, forced out, and finally sacked on the play. The sack made by Alex Shaw, his first of the season. Now, this play's crazy. 3rd and goal. They try the quarterback sneak. Nick Bowen fumbles the ball. No one knows where it is, but Kendrick Watkins-Hogue, number 3, diving in out of nowhere. He somehow finds the ball at the bottom of that pile and gets the touchdown. Yeah, that was a Wayne State touchdown you just watched, and the Wildcats have a 13-0 lead. Concordia St. Paul just trying to get something going at the end of the first half. They fumble the football. Wayne State gets the turnover, and they hold that 13-point lead into halftime. Second half now. Concordia St. Paul just trying to get something going. Compton, a really nice play. This 45 yards to his leading receiver on the day, Troy Ellison. But that drive would stall on a 4th down play. And then Akeem Knox got going, the true freshman. Huge pancake block downfield. Knox does the rest. He had 162 yards on the ground for Wayne State today. The future bright in the Wayne State backfield. Knox would finish off the drive from 6 yards out. His 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Wayne State 2-point conversion is good. And they have a 21-0 lead in the 3rd quarter with the celebration on. Concordia St. Paul trying to get a 4th down conversion at the goal line. Jackson Boss out of Norfolk making the play there and completing the shutout. First shutout Wayne State's defense pitches in 3 years. They get the win 21-0. Your Egg Bowl MVPs, Braden Hilgeman, he had 11 tackles defensively for Concordia St. Paul, and got to go with a true freshman for Wayne State, Akeem Knox, 162 rushing yards and a touchdown as Wayne State wraps up the regular season 7-4. And those top plays brought to you in part by Currency. Need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Well, Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com today. That wraps up our Wayne State football season. Thank you once again to Mike Powicki and everybody here at Wayne State for their hospitality over the course of this regular season. Our football schedule concludes 6 days from today with the 6-man state championship live from Kearney as Stewart takes on Sumner Eddyville Miller. Until then, from my broadcast partner Lou Siefker, Connor Luby, and the NCN truck, and the entire NCN sports crew, my name is Eric McKay, and you've been watching Wayne State Wildcat football on News Channel Nebraska.
We now join regular programming on News Channel Nebraska.